everybody, and welcome to Mohave High School, home of the Thunderbirds Grand Canyon Region matchup here tonight as the Mingus Marauders are on the road, bringing in their 4-2 record against the 2-3 Mohave Thunderbirds. Should be a good matchup here tonight. I'm so glad that the sun went down the hill finally. Carson Sandoval's along with us. What does our temperature look like tonight?
Right around 100 degrees, Jackie. Going to be a little bit warm, but it's good football weather tonight for these boys. Mingus is going to be ready to play.
Oh, certainly so. All right, we want to welcome in our radio audience on KYBC AM 1696.3 FM. Good evening, one and all. Again, on the road here at Mohave High School, a Grand Canyon region matchup here for you here this evening. Last week for the Mingus Marauders at homecoming, taking down Lee Williams, score of 48-13. Pretty good victory.
Yeah, Mingus really took it to Lee Williams in the second half, kind of blew the doors off of Lee Williams there. They stuck around there in the second quarter for a little bit, scoring 2 late touchdowns, but in the end, Mingus just too much for them.
Certainly so. The Mingus Marauders, of course, trying to put a streak back together, has not won on the road as of yet, which will be interesting to see how they respond here on the long road trip to Mohave High School, Bullhead City, right across the river from Nevada. We'll return to Mohave High School coming up after this.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires. At Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by a Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Welcome to the Vinny's New York Chef's Pizzeria. A specialty pizza and more delivered right away. Don't forget the garlic knots and wings. Now, let's head back live to the press box for Jackie and Carson.
All Well, the lights are on here in Mohave High School, and the sun setting behind the hills here in Bullhead City, Arizona. Jackie Bessler, Carson Sandoval along with you. Of course, you can watch the game live on YouTube /Verde Valley TV. Of course, also on Suddenlink Channel 2. Cable 1, Channel 56, KYBC AM 1600 and 96.3 FM. Welcome aboard, one and all, and welcome to our Vinny's New York Chef Pizzeria pregame report. Of course, online ordering is easy. You can go to Vinny'sNewYorkPizza.com, Vinny'sNewYorkPizza.com. In fact, they'll have the game on for you. You can dine in and watch the game while you eat with your Marauder special out there. The Marauder special, $29.99, 20-inch one-topping pizza, 20 wings, 12 garlic knots, and a liter of Coke, all for $29.99. And you can watch the game at Vinny's Pizza, new dine-in or table service available, or you can go online, Vinny'sNewYorkPizza.com. Well, we've been waiting, Carson, about the actual official rankings coming out, and they finally have.
Yeah, and it's a good thing playoffs don't start today, Jackie, or else Mingus would be outside looking in. They're at number 17 right now, just outside that last spot there at number 16, who was actually, a Casa Grande with that 16th place. So Mingus has a big game ahead of him tonight. Really need this victory to continue to move up in the standings.
Well, last week they were number 18 in the Max Preps and moved up to number 17 in the Max Preps. So it matches the Arizona standings out there. Sell Point at number 1, Bradshaw. 2 weeks from now, after the bye week, Bradshaw and Mingus will match up at Mingus Union High School. Number 2, number 3, the Glendale Cardinals, 5-0. I remember years where they've struggled to get a victory. Now they're 5-0. Coconino at number 7, 4-1. Seton Catholic at 4-1. Number 12, first loss last week to Mesquite.
Yeah.
How about that? Mesquite not too far behind the Mingus Marauders in the rankings as well. Prescott sitting in at number 20 at a 3-2 record. Flagstaff 2-3 at 32. Lee Williams at 35, and Mohave coming here in tonight at 2-3 at number 36 in the AIA state rankings. So that'll be an interesting one. I'll tell you what, though, those rankings, you can throw them out the window. When the game starts, it will be a battle. It was a heck of a battle last year. Plus, there was a great battle against Flagstaff last week.
Yeah, Thunderbird come up a little bit short, 42-21, but for the most part, a pretty competitive game. Again, their main guy here, William Robazine, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards rushing. He's going to be a guy that Mingus is going to have to look to stop tonight. He's a pretty their focal point of their offense.
Coach Olvera, I was talking to him before the game, and he said the game was a lot closer than the score actually showed. In fact, it was 21-14 at one particular point, and then they needed a stop, didn't get a stop, and then Flagstaff kind of ran away from it at the end of the ball game to double up 42-21, which will be interesting. Last night at Mingus Union High School, the JV squad victorious by a score of 48-13 over the JV squad for Mohave. In fact, Mingus jumped out to a 41-0 lead at halftime, and Mohave kind of came back a little bit. Won the second half. They won the second half by a score of 13-7, but nonetheless, the Mingus Marauders took care of business last night at Mingus against the JV squad for Mohave. Here tonight, I'll tell you what, it is run for this Mohave squad. No doubts about it. In fact, that's what it was in 2017 when these two squads matched up. It was on the ground a whole bunch. In fact, during that particular game, it was 8-6 at halftime. Yeah. Mingus was leading 8-6 at halftime, which was unbelievable. And then at the end of the third quarter, Mohave was leading 25-22. Mingus was able to come back with 14 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to take the victory last year. And last year, ironically, we were also here at Mohave.
Yeah, we drew the lucky straw. Get to make that trip twice. It's beautiful here. I mean, look at this sunset. Beautiful place here. But it is a drive, and hopefully the boys, they got their minds right for the game on that bus trip. I know that's what Coach Young used to preach to us when we were on that bus ride. Focus in, look at your playbook, make sure you're ready to go, because it's easy to lose focus on, a 3-hour plus bus ride. When you're in there with all your buddies, you're not talking homework, I'll tell you that.
You're not?
No, you are. I'm sorry.
Of
yes,
course.
You are.
Well, on that note, we're going to take a break here in our pregame report. When we come back, we're going to look at the matchup between these two squads, take a look at some precarious records for the Mingus Marauders. We'll return to Mohave High School coming up after this.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles and go Marauders.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at MattSaysYes.com.
Back here at Mohave High School in the press box under beautiful sunset skies. Jackie Besser, Carson Sandoval along with you as we got a Grand Canyon region matchup for you as the Mingus Marauders 4-2 taking on the Thunderbirds from Mohave 2-3. Should be a good matchup here tonight as we go on in our Vinny's pregame report. In fact, your new home for NFL Sunday Ticket, all NFL games every week on any of their 16 high HD TVs, and of course table service available, as well as the Marauder special at Vinny's on the 6th Street in the 89A bypass in Cottonwood. Our matchup here tonight, two squads, and I'll tell you what, two squads going different directions in the sense that one prefers an aerial attack, one prefers a ground attack. We're going to see a lot of ground and pound out here from Mohave tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking here at William Robezine for Mohave here. He actually has 60 points in scoring. That is 5th in the region. Only 20 points behind Alex Nelson, who's 2nd. And you know how that hot start Alex Nelson got off to. It looked like nobody was going to catch him. And then you got William Robezine over here in Mohave slowly creeping his way up that list there. So again, he's going to be one to watch tonight.
Well, interesting that both of these two squads, by the way, Mingus 0-2 on the road here on the road tonight. 0-2, hasn't won a road game so far. However, Mohave has not won a home game so far this year. So it'll be interesting. Both of them looking for a first of some sorts. The Mingus Marauders with a plus 87 in the score column, scoring 246 points on the season, 117 for Mohave. They have a negative 45 points as they've given up 162. As you take a look at the two squads and how they match up in stats, rushing yards, the Mingus Marauders just under 200 rushing yards per game, almost 300 rushing yards per game for Mohave, but they only have 35 passing yards per game on average, and Mingus averaging better than 200 passing yards per game. So Mingus takes advantage of it, or has more yards per game, more points per game, but I'll tell you what, Mohave at home is always tough.
Yeah, and you said it, Jackie. They only have 29 passing attempts on the year, so you know, you line up against them, you know what they want to do. Mingus has seen something like this before a few weeks ago when they played Coconino at Coco, and they ran all over Mingus. So they got their work cut out for them tonight. Another rushing team. Hopefully they've, you know, studied their film. They know what they need to stop. Everyone's got to play their keys and, you know, make the play. Worry about yourself, you know, let your teammates do their job, and everyone just play their role, and they should be successful.
Well, absolutely. Do your job, no doubts about it, and stay home, because power football, everybody's got to be able to do their job, whether it's taking down a block or being able to shed a block, make the tackle, whatever the case is, you are darn right about that. Not only that, but running teams have a tendency to eat up clock. And, and you know, passing teams don't like to be off the field for that long, you know?
No, you, as a passing team, you sometimes, you know, you get a couple incompletes, you go 3 and out, maybe 20 seconds runs off the clock, and then your defense is right back out there for another, that ground and pound game, and that eats at the defense. You know, by halftime, you know, they're kind of wore out, and that happened a couple weeks ago at Coco. We can't have that tonight, especially in this Grand Canyon region game. Like you said, something's got to give tonight. They haven't won a home game, we haven't won a road game, you know, and it's a region game. It's going to be tough.
Certainly so. The Mohave Thunderbirds dressed in green out on the field here. The Mingus Marauders still in the press box. Actually, still in the locker room. Here come the coaches, so they will not be far behind. Combs helps out the Mingus Marauders with their first win over Vista Grande last week. And tonight they'll go up against Windless Dysart. So Combs has a chance to win 2 in a row. Sholo still struggling, 1-4 on the season, and lost 54-28 to Safford last week. They'll host Winslow, who is 4-2 on the season. Mesquite, oh my goodness, 3 in a row with a 45-14 victory over Seton last week. How about that? Mesquite has put it together. They'll take on 5-1 number 10 Arcadia here tonight. Seton tries to bounce back from their first loss against 1-4 Marcos Deniza here this evening. Coco loses to Bradshaw last week. That is actually huge, 28-14. So now Coco and Mingus both have a loss in the Grand Canyon region. That makes the matchup 2 weeks from now against Bradshaw at Mingus even more huger. Is that an appropriate word, huger?
If we take care of business tonight.
If we take care of business tonight, no doubts about it. Lee Williams lost to Mingus 48-14. They've got a bye week to try to figure things out. Mohave lost 42-21 last week against Flagstaff. They'll, of course, host Mingus here tonight. Bradshaw will host the Eagles from Flagstaff as the Bears try to protect a perfect 6-0 record. Flagstaff doubled up on Mohave at Bradshaw. By the way, number 2 in the state polls, by the way. And Prescott played tough, but loses 35-23 to Canyon Del Oro in Tucson last week. And they'll host the Coconino Panthers in that running attack tonight. We're going to take a quick break out here at Mohave High School. We'll return after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders! People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
This has been Vinny's New York Chef's Pizzeria pregame report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333. Order online today at vinnysnewyorkpizza.com for pickup or delivery and have delicious pasta, subs, burgers, a specialty pizza, and more ready to go by game time. Vinny's Pizza, located at 516 East 89A in Cottonwood. Call them at 646-3333 or online at vinnysnewyorkpizza.com. We'll return for the kickoff right after this.
Back here at Mohave High School, just missed the national anthem out here in Mohave High School. Absolutely fantastic as the color guard goes off the field. In fact, interesting little tidbit of information, Ricky Ramirez, tackle and defensive end, also plays trumpet in the band.
Awesome. Awesome. I wish I could play an instrument.
You think so?
Yeah, I can't play any. I should have. I should have.
I understand that. I do understand that as our colors go off and we get ready for football out here tonight. Getting ready for our captains out on the field as Yavapai Broadcasting and, of course, Verde Valley TV on the road here. And you can catch it all live. If you're listening to the radio, you can watch it live on YouTube /Verde Valley TV. YouTube /Verde Valley TV. The squad's out here tonight. We were talking about what had happened a little bit last year and how the game was very close, and then kind of it was the 14 points in the fourth quarter that really made all the difference in the separation in this game.
Yeah, and a big thing about last year's game, we were without Tyler Kelly. So, take that into account when you're talking about that game. But, hey, one person doesn't win or lose a game for you. Mohave came out there. They played their butts off. Things were looking a little bit shaky for Mingus after that third quarter, after Mohave took that 25-22 lead. And I remember it like we were just here, really. It was an exciting game. Their crowd was into it. I mean, it was a rocking place here last year. I expect the same thing tonight. We got a good crowd on hand here. This Mohave team really trying to turn around their program. They're going in the right direction. Obviously, record might not show that 2-4, but they are making strides. Mingus is going to have their hands full tonight, and I'm just excited that it's Friday night again, Jackie. High school football.
Indeed. It's going to be halfback linebacker Salazar as a captain, Ariano as a captain, running back linebacker, quarterback Brent Moore as a captain out there, and number 59, the center, Sean Acosta, will be one of the captains out there for the Mohave Thunderbirds.
And we'll see. Let you know who wins the toss here. Mingus, I think one time this year they've only received, so I'm sure if they win, they're going to defer.
Certainly so. The Mingus Marauders will send out as captains. Let's see. It looks like it's going to be Blenars. It's going to be Bessler as a captain out there here tonight. Looking for the other two. Trying to catch some numbers out there. gorgeous night. It's going to start to cool down. And one of the things that I have always wondered is what is in the water in the Colorado River. As we take a look at some of the big guys, Stephen Matthews for the Thunderbirds, senior, 6 foot, 235 pounds. Their line, 235, 260, 226, 240. Just absolutely huge. Defensive ends over 200 pounds as well. What is in the water in the Colorado River?
I don't know, Jackie. Whatever it is, you and I haven't been drinking it. We've been drinking too much soda or something. Too many energy drinks.
Possibly so.
That caffeine's just taking us down. But
it's going to be Strick out there as a captain for the Mingus Marauders, and then Maychek will be the other captain for the Mingus Marauders, wearing number 18 out here tonight.
Oh, love this part. You run back to your sideline, meet your team, huddle up, get ready, knock a couple helmets around, let's go.
Yep. As it's starting to get rowdy here at Mohave High School, getting ready for football. The kickoff will be underway here. Glad to be along with you. And it'll be a fantastic battle. The Mingus Marauders last week able to put up a bunch of different yards. And interesting enough, we have got some close to record breakers here tonight.
Yes.
In fact, quarterback Zabala needs 17 completions to break the school record of 101 completions during the course of a year. He needs 196 passing yards to break the passing yards title, if you will, for the Mingus Marauders and hold that school record as well. Interesting enough, Chaz Taylor is a receiver. Last week, now he's got 556 receiving yards. Last week, he surpassed Coach Robert Ortiz's numbers as a receiver.
Yeah.
And he is 14 yards short of Coach Quesada's receiving numbers.
Oh, I'm sure the coaches were probably talking, hey, let's not throw it to Chaz this week. No, they're going to do whatever they can to get the victory, and I'm sure Chaz is going to be a part of that game plan.
Well, certainly so. The Mingus Marauders going to be kicking off, and it's going to be Rodriguez kicking off. Taking a look and seeing who is deep out there. It's going to be number 4 and number 26 for Mohave as we're getting set and ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. The ball will come down to about the 15-yard line. It'll bounce, picked up across the 20, close to the 30, finds a seam, and then tackled out there at about 35. And it looks like Ethan Hayden with the tackle, and that's where the Thunderbirds will take over.
Yeah, nice job there from number 44, Adam McKay, just catching the ball, getting right upfield, not dancing around back there. That's what you got to do. You got to hit that hole going 100 miles an hour. Good things usually happen when you do that.
Well, we talked about the size of the offensive line. Robazine in the backfield out here, as well as it looks like it's going to be Salazar. Salazar is really set up as a lead blocker. Hides right behind the guard out there. 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback will take the snap, and there's a fumble on the play, first play, and a scramble on the ground. Trying to figure out as they'll unmask the pile of humanity right at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, look.
And it looks like Mingus will get up and have the ball. Streck comes off, jumping up and down. And so the game starts with a turnover for the Mingus Marauders.
If you're Mingus, that's exactly what you want. If you're Mohave, you just run back to your sideline, shaking your head. Nobody even hit on the play, just a bad mesh between quarterback and running back. And they turn it over on the very first time they touch it. Not the start you wanted if you're Mohave, but, got to get that defense out there, got to recover. We'll see if this Mingus offense can take advantage of the turnover.
Only the third fumble for Robazine this year, so he has not dropped the rock a lot, but does drop it for the first play. Mingus comes out, spread formation, and they will hand it off. Inside is going to be Nelson. Nelson pushing the pile forward, close to a first down. He'll get about 8.
Yeah, and they spotting that for a first down. Nice spot there from the referees, moving that ball forward. So a nice start from Mingus there. They have a better mesh than Mohave did, turns into a first down. Nice job from the Mingus offensive line and open up a hole for Nelson.
Well, they give him 11 yards to start this one. Alex Nelson coming in at 1,042 yards. He needs to get to 1,075 yards to beat his numbers from last year, and a quarterback will pull it. He's in trouble. Zabala scrambles and will pull forward. He'll get positive yards out of it, maybe a couple. Wanted to throw the ball, didn't like what he saw downfield and pulled it.
No, that was big number 52, Stephen Matthews, on the tackle there. Zabala doing a nice job actually getting some positive yards out of that. Step back, saw that the secondary had every Mingus wide receiver covered up, and tucks it and decides to just get a couple yards.
Well, Matthews, one of the captains and the nose guard out here for the Thunderbirds. Mingus Marauders will line it up, 2 receivers either side. Nelson in the backfield once again. There's the snap. They hand off to Nelson. Nelson gets around the corner, cuts it in, and will dive forward close to the first down, right at about the 25-yard line. And it's going to be maybe, they do say first down. They're going to give it to him, so he'll pick up the full 7.
Yeah, 2 touches for Nelson, 2 first downs. Mingus tried to throw after their first running attempt. I'm picking up about 10 yards a pop on the ground so far. I wonder if Coach Ortiz wants to stick with that here on this drive.
Well, it certainly gives you an advantage if you can. You can keep it on the ground and don't have to put the ball up in the air. However, once again, Zabala looking for 196 passing yards here today to break the school record. And there's the snap. They will give it to Nelson. He kind of trips over his blocker and falls forward back to the line of scrimmage at the 25.
Yeah, it looked like their feet kind of got tangled up there. That happens. You got some bodies being pushed around. Feet kind of get tangled up. You go down. Obviously, you get up kind of upset, yelling at, hey, what are you doing? Get out of my way. Come on.
You're supposed to block him, push him. It's supposed to be a hole here, young man. All right, just under 10 minutes, about 9:40 left to go in the first quarter. Still zeros on the board. Mingus with its first drive. The first play of the game was a fumble by the Thunderbirds by Mohave. Mingus took over at the 35. Quarterback takes the snap, and we are going to have a timeout for Mingus. So we're going to take a break out here on the field. We'll return to Mohave High School coming up after this.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
We are set up right behind the tubas. The tubas out here at Mohave High School, 2nd and 10. The Mingus Marauders on the Thunderbird 25-yard line. There's the snap. Zabala makes a fake, runs, looks, throws, has a man open. As into the end zone is going to be Fabian Jimenez.
Yeah, it looked like Zabala looking to go deep there, and no one open in the end zone. Had Zabala as kind of a safety valve about 5 yards in front of him, just does a little toss, and Jimenez does the rest, finding the end zone. Nice start for him. Marauders take advantage of that first turnover and to go up 6-0 with just under 9.5 to play in the first.
15 yards on the touchdown pass, and it's the first touchdown reception of the year for Jimenez. So Fabian gets on the touchdown total, if you will. 9:25 left to go as Rodriguez looks to add the extra point. The snap is good, the hold is down, and it looks good, it is. So Mingus takes a 7-0 lead here at Mohave on the road, looking for their first road win of the 2018. We'll come back for the kickoff after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Back here at Mohave High School, getting ready for kickoff here. The Mingus Marauders leading first quarter action 7-0. Glad you're along with us. A fumble on the first play of the game, and 5 plays later, the Mingus Marauders able to capitalize with a touchdown. Rodriguez pooches it, kicks it. It's going to go down to about the 12-yard line. It's returnable near side. Mingus trying to cover. He finds some room to the outside, cuts back in and close to midfield, down to about the 49-yard line. So good starting field position for the Mohave Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and that's number 44, Adam McKay, with a nice return again. Picks it up, gets upfield. Got to the edge here and able to get it almost to midfield. Nice job, and again, good starting field position from Mohave. If they hold on to the ball this time, it'll be much better than their last possession.
Well, they have better field position to start with, no doubts right there at their own 49-yard line. Tight formation, 2 backs in the backfield. They do hand it off to Robazine. Robazine will not come off of a Chaz Taylor attempted tackle. He was able to stay up on it. And coming over to finish it over is Nelson, giving about 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Chaz hits him, kind of slides down around his ankles, and Nelson able to finish him off up top. Nice team tackling there from the Marauders.
Robazine is definitely going to be a workhorse out here wearing number 26. A senior, and he is 6'1", 185 pounds in the backfield once again. Salazar is the lead horse, lead blocker, and there is the snap. He follows him through the left-hand side, he picks up a first down, keeps on his feet, and down to the Mingus Marauder 31, 32-yard line as he gallops for about 14-15.
Yeah, he had number 34. That's Seth Perez Velasco, and number 52, Stephen Matthews, down there with him around that tackle, just kind of pushing some Mingus defenders with him. So credit those 2 big men helping him get down the field.
Mingus tightens it up and has 5 on the line. Actually, about 8 in the box. How about that 9 in the box right now, trying to stop the running game. Quarterback Moore takes the snap, and it's going to be a direct snap up the middle. How about that? And a little trickery, goes for about 5 yards.
Yeah, almost from up here, Jack, you kind of look like another fumble, but they knew what they were doing. Snap it to the fullback there. He gets a couple yards, actually picks up a nice gain, about 4.
I think that's the whole plan for the Mohave Thunderbirds is 4 and a whack.
Yep.
4 in a cloud of dust. Tall grass down on the field when I went to go talk to the coaches. Not great for running. There's the snap. Robazine finds a hole, cuts it up the middle, and is tackled by the uniform by number 57, Clay Griffin out there.
Yeah, good thing Griffin got a hold of him, because it looked like Robazine was going to be able to finish that, take it all the way to the end zone, but the strong hands of Griffin there, he must be working on those, the tricep, bicep, forearm curls there in the weight room.
Yeah, Popeye forearms.
There you go.
Yep. Spinach.
Oh, yeah, he eats a lot of it, so I've been told.
Mingus leading 7-0. However, the Thunderbirds threatening just outside the red zone at the 22-yard line. And looking for the snap. There's the snap. Fake it to Robazine. Quarterback Moore keeps it and gets caught on the far side of the field and will go down for no gain. Good backside coverage out there for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, Nelson and Streck all over it. And actually, Nelson will come off on this play. Not sure if he's hurt or just taking his normal break here. But he's going to get some rest. Guy going both ways now. Actually has been going both ways for the last couple days since he's come back from his suspension.
Yep, he had a 1 game off. I think that was written in his contract for a vacation day.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 now from the Mingus Marauder 23-yard line. They give it to Robazine. Robazine cuts it inside, runs into a pile of Mingus Marauders, and taken down. Streck able to pull him backward for a short gain, but down to about the 20, maybe a 3-4 yard gain, and an important 3rd down just inside the red zone of the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, this is a nice drive from the Thunderbirds right here. This is what they wanted to see on their first drive, but got a little antsy with the ball and fumbled it right away, and Mingus able to turn that into points. But they're driving here, and as you said, a huge 3rd down.
3rd and about 6 now from the Mingus Marauders 20-yard line. There's the snap. They give it to Robazine. Robazine hit at the line, brought down, and it's going to be 4th down as the ball is down to about the 17-yard line. So maybe 4th and 4 right now for the home squad, the Mohave Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and no sign of a field goal kicker coming out here, Jackie. This is definitely 4-down territory for them. They're going to continue to run it, stick with their bread and butter, and see if it pays off for them.
Now they come out with 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, showing a pass formation now. 2 backs in the backfield, quarterback, 1 back in the backfield with him. And there's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, and up forward and caught and brought back. It's all going to depend on the spot.
Yeah, the refs look like they got it right at the markers. See if maybe we see a measurement here. We've only seen 1 measurement all year.
They're going to bring they mark it in between the 13 and the 14-yard line and put the ball down there, discussing whether or not eyeballing it from there and trying to figure out where they're going to go with it, or they're going to bring out the sticks. And wow, if you're watching Verde Valley TV, that looks close. What a sideline shot. You can't get that sideline shot anywhere else.
Credit to John out there with that shot, just getting down in the trenches.
And they make the call without a measurement, and I'm surprised that Ortiz isn't asking for a measurement here. But they give the first down to Mohave. How about that? 1st and 10 at the 14, maybe the 13.5-yard line. No measurement, huh?
Yeah, again, we've only seen 1 all year.
Waiting for the snap. There it is. Robazine with the carry. He'll try the right-hand side, get gobbled up quickly. Matthew comes in, puts his head down, and it's going to be a short gain, maybe 1 or 2.
Yep, just under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Mingus leading 7-0, but Thunderbirds marching down the field in the red zone here. Obviously, they've been keeping it on the ground. Run play every play here so far. No indication of pass. Again, they've only put out more than 1 receiver once so far in the game.
In fact, that was on the 4th down conversion, and they did a quarterback keeper. Moore takes the snap, hands it off to Robazine. Robazine trying to find the near side, and he gets close down to about the 5-yard line. Taylor comes over and makes the tackle, and that's going to be close to another Mohave first down.
Yeah, the touchdown saving tackle there from Chaz. Definitely a first down saving tackle. Nice job flying up from his free safety position. But now Mingus defense needs to step up right here. This would be a huge goal line stand if they're able to keep Mohave out of the end zone.
3rd and 2, just outside the 5-yard line. At the 6-yard line are the Mohave Thunderbirds. Threatening to tie this up. Mingus leads 7-0. They hand it off to Robazine. Robazine tries the middle and gets pushed back. The Mingus Marauder defensive line just built a wall, and they're going to call that 4th down, just still outside the 5-yard line. 4th and maybe a long 1 or a short 2.
Yeah, so again, no field goal kicker. They're going for it on 4th down. I have a feeling we're going to see this a lot tonight, Jackie.
No doubt. Watch the quarterback. They've already done a quarterback sneak. This time they do the same formation. 1 receiver to the far side. Tight formation as they got 3 backs in the backfield. Quarterback looking to take the snap. They give it to Robazine. They try the near side. He gets hit and then brought down, but I think he picks up the first down inside the 5, close to the goal line, down to the 2.
Yeah, it looked like Mingus had a hand on him just right behind that first down line there, but just unable to bring him down. And nice hard running from Robazine there. Credit to his blockers on the outside, giving him the edge, allowing him to get to the outside where he does a lot of his damage. But Mingus able to keep him out of the end zone, but nice drive here from Mohave.
1st and goal, no flags in the game so far. There's the snap. They give it to Robazine. Robazine up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Mohave. 2:52 left to go in the game, and Mohave brings the score 7-6.
Yeah, after a disastrous start, fumbling on their first play of their first possession and allowing Mingus a touchdown, Mingus didn't have to work that hard for it. They come down with a drive that they really needed. They respond well, and they have a chance to tie it up now with just under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Low snap. Hold is up. Kicked it a rocket out there after a bad snap, but it gets it up. It's in, and we got a tie ball game here, 7-7. Got a good Grand Canyon region matchup going on.
All right, tied up indeed. 2:52 left to go in quarter number 1. Mingus will get the ball back when we return to Mohave High School after this.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Well, Mingus will get the ball back, now tied up 7-7, putting together, hopefully, their second drive of the ball game. Mingus able to score quickly, a little pop kick. It's going to be dropped off quickly, and it'll be picked up by the Mingus Marauders and carried back across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Short up for the Mingus Marauders on the kickoff team, able to pick it up and carry it for a short gain, a short return. Mingus a pretty decent field position, though, marking at the 42.
Yeah, the Mohave trying to give Mingus a taste of their own medicine there with the little kind of short pooch kick to the sideline there, but Mingus has a lot of good handsmen out there on their kickoff team, so no problem there.
Well, Mingus able to score in 5 plays to start the game off of a short field from the 25-yard line. A little longer to go. This time they give it to Nelson. Nelson off the right-hand side, cuts it in, cuts it out, and close to midfield at about the 48-yard line. Give him about 5.
Yeah, nice running there from Nelson. Always nice when he gets the ball back there. You see him make one move, and you get excited because you always think he's going to break it open for a big one. But nice job there. From the Mohave secondary coming up to make the tackle. But that's what you want on first down. You can get 5 yards on first down, you'll take it every time.
Well, Nelson has 4 carries for 23 yards out there. Ruiz not out there for the Mingus Marauders on the offensive line and replaced by Griffin out there on the offensive line. Man in motion is Jimenez, and there's the snap. They give it to Nelson. Nelson's got a first down. Past the 50, past the 45, keeps his feet down to about the 40-yard line.
Yep, move those chains. Another first down run there for Nelson. Mohave trying to tackle the football. Looked like they're punching at the ball, trying to get Nelson to cough it up there, but he does a nice job keeping both hands on the ball, securing it, and picks up a new set of downs for the Marauder offense.
And with that run, he will break his record or his season total from last year in 5 games and a quarter.
Wow.
5 games and a quarter, and he's gone over 1,075 rushing yards on the year.
Impressive.
Men is in motion, going from left to right. There's the snap, and they give it to Nelson. Nelson tries the left side, off to the right side. He's got a first down and inside the 20, down to just about the 19-yard line as he rumbles and stumbles off another 20.
Yeah, this Mingus offensive line just opened up a ton of holes for Nelson to run through. He had a choice of about 3 of them right there. Chose the one on the outside, cuts it up there, and picks up another 20 yards. And he might be going for some more records here tonight.
They're going to bring Bessler over to the near side, switch Jimenez to the far side with Taylor. And you got Mestis on the near side over here all by himself. There's the snap. They will run. No, they're going to throw. They throw over the top of Jimenez, just a little bit high, wide open. He ran to open grass.
Yeah, I think Zabala is going to want to have that one back. Just overthrew him there. You know, he hit him on the first one for a nice touchdown. That one just a little bit overthrown. Nothing Jimenez could do right there. So that brings up 2nd and 10.
He wasn't in trouble. He wasn't pressured.
No, right? He had time to throw it there. Interesting that they didn't decide to just keep giving it to Nelson right there. Really, no, they haven't stopped him here tonight.
You got 2 Griffins on the left-hand side. You got Clay Griffin at guard, and you've got Ryan Griffin at tackle, and there goes Nelson. Nelson caught at the line of scrimmage. He'll probably lose one on that one. Could not get out of the grasp.
No, they got him around his ankles, and it looked like for a second he might be able to escape it, but nice teamwork coming in, finishing off Nelson up top there, and they bring him down. On that one, you never want to see Nelson take a big hit right there. You hope it, hey, man, just go to the ground there, live for another play there. But he's going to stay in the game. Always good to see. And they're going to bring Chaz out here to the wide side of the field.
Menace and Chaz to the right side of the field. Indeed, Mestis and Bessler to the right side. They're going up top, going for Chaz in the end zone. He's got it! Touchdown!
Yep.
21 yards as he goes over the top to Chaz Taylor.
And Zabala just, making up for that last one. He said, I overthrew Jimenez. I'm not overthrowing Chaz, and puts a perfect ball. Actually, great coverage there from the secondary of Mohave. Just a better throw and catch there from Chaz. And, Chaz doing what he does best, going up, catching the ball, just making plays. He's a playmaker out there, and Mingus lucky to have him on their side.
Well, the defensive back played the Taylor, not the ball, and ended up getting thrown over the top of him. Rodriguez out here for a second extra point attempt. It's down, it's up, and it's good. The Mingus Marauders take a 14-7 lead over Mohave. 13 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. We're back for the kickoff after this.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
Well, looking for the kickoff here. Rodriguez will set up for his third kickoff of the game. The Mingus Marauders leading 14-7, 2 drives. How about the last one? A 52-yard drive in about 7 plays. Rodriguez kicks it high, short, down to about the 12-yard line. It is returnable. Looking for the near side and slides down. And tries to cut and unable to make the cut. And will slide down is number 44 out there. That's McKay. And that'll be starting position at about the 30-yard line for Mohave.
Well, Mingus decides to kick it to Adam McKay again, who's had some success, but they do a better job staying in their lanes, containing him, keeping him to a minimal gain there.
That might have been a grass tackle.
Yeah.
I told you I was out there on the field, and it was that grass is about 4.5, 5 inches tall. There were parts where it was up toward my ankles in my shoes, which is interesting for a running-based team,
Yeah.
There's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. Tries the left-hand side. Gets met by the Mingus Marauders at about the 35-yard line, and he'll have a gain of about 4.
Yeah, Chaz Taylor, nice job coming up from the free safety position once again, putting his shoulder into him and driving him to the turf there. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Mingus leading 14-7.
Cottonwood Parks and Rec scoreboard shows Mingus on top by 7. We'll return for quarter number 2 after this.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by a Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
All right, a 4-yard gain from quarterback Brent Moore as he carries, well, he's carried 3 times in a row for 4 yards. That's about as consistent as you can get. 3rd down now from the Mohave 39-yard line, 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, here, big third down play. Again, not sure if they're going to be going for fourth down here if they get stuffed.
All right, tight formation once again. Mingus brings all sorts of people at the line. And now we will have a stop and play. And looks like Griffin's going to have to come back off. That's probably an equipment issue.
Yeah.
And they'll bring in another defensive tackle to take his place. And we will start all over again.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 2 once again from the 39-yard line. Thunderbirds trailing the Mingus Marauders 14-7, just underway here in the second quarter. And Moore takes a snap and misses it, loses it, and it's covered up. So it's going to be a sack out there from Machado as he'll pick up his 3rd sack of the season.
Yeah, and again, just unforced turnover, or not a turnover, but unforced mistakes here for the Mohave offense once again. Snap gets away from the quarterback, and he's just has to jump on it, losing about 5 yards. And they're not going to be going for this 4th down, Jackie. They bring out the punter, big punter.
Well, that makes a huge difference. So Mingus now doesn't have to do a stop. Instead, we'll get the ball back. And we'll have an opportunity for a return. Taylor will be back for the Mingus Marauders to return. Low snap. The kick is up, and it's going to be returnable. Taylor from about the 35-yard line tries the far side. It's across the 50, close to the 50. So good starting position for the Mingus Marauders. What did you see, Carson?
I saw number 44, Adam McKay, running onto the field from the sideline as the ball was being snapped. And a ref didn't see it. No one saw it. So no call there. Again, so far no flags in the game.
Well, it could have been they had 10 men on the field when he came on. So then he can be on, and as long as he's going backward, it's not an illegal motion, right?
Yeah, a little iffy, but doesn't matter. Mingus gets the ball, midfield, great field position. Nice return there from Chaz Taylor.
All right, so Mingus spread formation once again. They'll take over at their own 49-yard line. There goes Nelson near side. Will go through the hole close to the 45-yard line, and holy cow, a big pile, a late whistle, and they're going to give him forward progress to the Mohave 46-yard line.
Looked like a little rugby scrum out there for a minute. Had about 5 Mingus players, 5 Mohave players just all huddled up there. No, I never played rugby, but it looked like it from what I've seen.
Well, it's not real rugby unless you have Australian accents.
Yeah, and without the help, I probably shouldn't be talking. Probably some rugby players saying, no, these football players, they're not tough.
Indeed. 3 receivers and a tight end now for the Mingus Marauders. They're going to throw quickly to the outside. There's a menace, and he almost broke it as he gets a first down outside the 30-yard line at about the 33-yard line. Yeah. Just an ankle tackle took him down.
Yeah, that's number 2, Deontay Bailey out there at the cornerback position. Great tackle. Just obviously saved a touchdown right there. Just able to get enough of the ankles there to trip up Jimenez. But Jimenez is looking nice once he's gotten the ball in his hands tonight.
Well, he's got 2 receptions now for 28 yards, one of them being a touchdown. Chaz Taylor also has a touchdown on a 21-yard reception. So the Mohave 33-yard line, 9.5 minutes left to go. Mingus leading 14-7, and there goes Nelson. Nelson, an ankle tackle, keeps him to a gain of 3.
Yeah, and he's kind of upset right there. He had some room in front of him if he was able to get away from that. But those ankle tackles are tough, man. You can't run without your feet there. So once those get tripped up, not much you could do.
Can't run without your feet.
How about that, huh, Jackie? Someone told me that once, so.
You know what? I think we're going to write that one down and send it into Reader's Digest or something.
Hey. I do it. Do it.
No kidding.
That was just that's just great. That's just great commentary right there, ladies and
We're
gentlemen.
going to copyright it. Zabala keeps it, and he's close to a first down to the outside. Dives toward the sticks. He's inside the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, Zabala with the fake pitch there. He likes doing that, faking the pitch. He's a guy who loves to keep the ball. Those quarterbacks, they always don't get a run as much as they'd want to. You're back there to throw it. Zabala he wants to run. He wants to, hey, Nelson, I could do this too, man. Give me a chance.
So 3rd and 1 for the Mingus Marauders at the Mohave 23-yard line. Quarterback looking to throw, throws to the outside. Oh, dropped. had the first down, and oops, it went right through the breadbasket.
Yeah, it looked like Jimenez had it, and then as soon as the contact made from the defender, ball popped loose. Not a fumble. Ref says incomplete. Didn't make a football move once he had it. So this brings up a 4th down for Mingus. I'm sure they're going to keep the offense out on the field here. And in this situation earlier in the year, we've seen Zabala just take this himself. Just go up and little quick snap, catch the defense off guard. But it looks like he's going to stay in the shotgun position.
Well, from here it would be a 40-yard field goal. Instead, Mingus is going to take their chances with 4th and 1. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Zabala switches Nelson to the other side and looks to throw. Throws it to Menace, and Menace looks for a block. Gets inside the 20. Should have a first down. It is enough for a first down and move the chains.
So Jimenez probably went back to that huddle and said, hey, guys, that one was on me. Come right back to me. I'll make sure we get it again.
Well, the Mingus Marauders took advantage of a lighter defense, a softer defense, as they were playing back a little bit with a short 4th and 1 for some reason.
They might have thought maybe they were going to run it there with the success Nelson's had on the ground. But
who wouldn't think that?
Back-to-back pass plays there on a 3rd and 1. So, Coach Ortiz keeping it interesting with the play calls tonight.
So Jimenez to the far side, and he'll move Mestis in. You've got Taylor and Bessler to the near side. And Nelson out to a wing position. There's the snap. Zabala scrambles, throws, has a man in the end zone, and broken up at the last second by the safety coming over. Mestis had a shot at it, but the safety timed it well.
Yeah, Austin Foster there just flying over from the safety position, able to get a hand on it and knock it away from Mestis. Looked like nobody was around Mestis. Then all of a sudden you see this little green rocket come flying through and knocks it away. What a play.
Little Green Rocket. That sounds like an oldie song, doesn't it?
Well, I'd sing it for you if I knew the lyrics.
Please don't. Please don't. All right.
We'll leave the singing to you.
All right. Yes, indeed. All right, Zabala out there, quite animated, moving his men around. He'll have 3 to the left side and 1 to the right. Nelson in the backfield for the Mingus Marauders. A 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. There goes Nelson, finds a lane to the outside on his feet, past the 10, and down 2. They're going to mark him right at the 10, which is going to bring up about a 2nd and 1 for the Mingus Marauders, leading 14-7. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Mingus is driving at the Mohave 10.
Yeah, so actually it looks like it's going to be 3rd and about maybe a foot.
Maybe so. So Mingus will set it up once again. Obviously, that opens the playbook. 3rd and about a foot gives you all sorts of options, especially in this area of the field where you're going to go for it in automatic, and they give it to Nelson. Nelson, first down, dives forward, picks up 3, needed a foot and got 3 yards.
Yeah, nice hard run in there from Nelson. Coach Ortiz says, all right, I gave you a couple pass plays last time. Let's stick with the ground game. And they do just that, pick up a nice gain, and now Mingus has an opportunity to take a 2-score lead here.
1st and goal from about the 7-yard line. 6.5 minutes left to go, and Mingus on this drive has been eating clock, which has been part of the game plan for Mohave, was to eat clock and keep this offense off the field. There's the snap. They throw near side, hit as soon as he catches the ball. So it's going to be a catch by Jimenez. Should have dropped it because it's going to be a loss of about 2 on the reception.
Yeah, Adam McKay coming up there from the cornerback position. And a nice job reading there. Mingus has run that play a couple times here tonight. He saw something he recognized and made a break on it, and able to keep him in is to actually make them lose yards there. So now we got Chaz Taylor and Nick Bessler out here to the far side of the field.
One back in the backfield, of course, is Nelson. Zabala takes the snap, looks to throw, has a man wide open, touchdown Mingus! And it's going to be on the far-hand side. It's going to be Mestis with the touchdown as he was wide open. That had to have been a blown coverage.
Yeah, I was going back here to the replay. Zabala gives just enough of a fake, like he's going to go to the flats there, and the the safety bites on it, runs upfield, which leaves Mestis wide open in the end zone. Nice job using his hands, reaching out to catch that. And the third passing touchdown for Zabala today.
It is indeed. Rodriguez trying to be perfect, 3 for 3 once again. Mingus leading 20-7, awaiting the extra point. The snap is good. The kick looks good. And it is between the yellow poles for another point. 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Mingus takes a 2-score lead, 21-7. We're back after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Out here tonight, it's been 3 different throwing touchdowns, 3 different receivers. Menace has one, Taylor has the second one, Mestis the third one here tonight, and Alex Nelson has not hit the end zone so far as the Mingus Marauders looking to kick off for the 4th time in the game here in the first half. Rodriguez approaches the ball. Tight formation from Mingus, and he'll kick this one deep. It'll come down to about the 10-yard line. It is returnable by the Thunderbirds. Finds a seam, cuts it back, and off to the races. Near side he goes. Able to break a 1 block, and then down to the Mingus Marauder 40-yard line, where Mingus was able to finally contain him. A great run back from Mohave sets their squad up in Mingus Marauder territory.
Nathan Perry, the number 27 right there, the running back, defensive back junior, just an excellent job finding a hole, able to see a little lane, sneaks to the outside and just turns on the jets there and gives Mohave their best starting field position of the night. You know, that's something they really needed after giving up 2 unanswered scores to Mingus.
Well, they'll start at the Mingus Marauder 40. Full backfield once again from Mohave. There's the snap. They give it to Robazine. Robazine to the outside. Able to outrun one man and can't get by Streck. And touchdown saving tackle out there by Streck. They'll give him the first down, but Robazine had so much more in mind.
Yeah, Chaz coming up from that safety position once again. He's been doing it all night, able to make the tackles before. That time, Robazine, little high steps, able to get out of the ankle tackle there and picks up a much-needed first down for this Mohave team. And with just over 5 minutes to go, Mohave threatening to score.
Streck, a great drop, just catching him from behind, able to hang on to him. Little stretch play out there from Mohave. Tight formation once again. There's the snap. They're going to come this way, and it's going to be caught by Mingus, number 34 with the carry, and he will have a loss as Taylor and Streck come up and combine for a tackle as -3 yards out there for number 34.
How about that, Jackie? You look up, you got Chaz Taylor and Kendrew Streck chasing you down on the outside.
Well, that's Perez Velasco with the carry, and it would make me run faster is what it would do.
I think he was trying to run as fast as he could there.
Come on, sideline. Come on, sideline. Come on, sideline.
Couple great athletes there on your heels. Not much you could do.
2nd and 12 from the Mingus Marauder 32-yard line. There's the snap. They give it to Robazine. Robazine cuts in amongst the bodies in the trees. He'll gain a couple. The 2 they lost, and maybe another 1 or 2 more. Give him 3 on the carry.
Yeah, and so that brings up about a 3rd and 7, maybe 3rd and 8. This is, again, they're going to use their 3rd and 4th down here to pick this up. So if you're Mingus, you got to do as much, you might hold them here, but you don't want to give them too much that gives them a 4th down opportunity where they could pick it up easily.
20 carries in the ball game. Robazine has 13 of them so far in the game. He's going to be a tired young man. In the backfield once again, there's the snap. They give it to Robazine. Robazine wrapped up as soon as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Short gain, maybe 1. Good defensive play. It's going to make this a more difficult 4th down from the Mingus Marauder 27-yard line.
Yeah, Mingus off defensive line all over that play. They've seen it about 10 times tonight. Just that little power run play there from Robazine. They were all over it. Now brings up a big 4th down play here. We'll see if maybe maybe Mohave tries to go to the air.
Maybe so. If they do, they'd like to sneak out that tight end is what they like to do. In fact, Perry's their #1 receiver from the tight end position. They're going to look to throw. Quarterback throws, has a man open. It is caught for a first down. And out of the backfield, was that Salazar? No, that was Perez Velasco with the reception out of the backfield. Got behind the quarterback and picks up the first down.
Yeah, how about that? You know, I had a feeling there was going to be a pass play there. They just kind of been lulling this Mingus defense to sleep with the runs. Perfect time to call it there. You know, and maybe just a little bit that he was able to lead his running back out of the flats there a little more. Could have been a touchdown for Mohave.
Well, it's good for 14 and picks up a first down. And here's the running play up the middle. Mingus, drives him back. He skips through the line. As soon as he put his feet back down on Mother Earth, he just got pounded.
Yeah, kind of just pile drive there. I'm glad he's able to pop right back up, though. You know, just put some ice on it. He'll be okay. Get him some water.
Ice, the solving agent for everything.
All right. Come on. Throw some ice on it. You'll be all right.
No doubt.
And it looks like we're going to have a warning to both sidelines, maybe?
Oh, maybe so. 2nd and 8 from the Mingus Marauder. 10-yard line. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it, finds a lane, runs into Streck, who picks him up and tips him over. It's going to be a gain of about 2, maybe 3, down to about the 8-yard line. Time could be an issue. We are under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half, and this Thunderbird squad isn't one that is in a hurry.
Kendrew playing with some aggression out there tonight. Nice form tackle there, and then just a little something extra on the end. All legal. All legal, just
no, it was clean tackle, no doubt about it. Certainly
play.
So, but it was also a solo tackle out there as the quarterback ran into him. 3rd and 6 from about the 8-yard line. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it, going to the right-hand side. Tries to get the corner, dives forward, might have a first down. I don't think he's in the end zone, though, yet. And they are going to say first down. And as he gets down inside of the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and you know, heck of a job there from the quarterback trying to get to the outside. That's Brent Moore. Dives for the pylon, but comes up just a bit short. Now this Mingus defense, they've already had to face this Mohave offense inside their 5 before, and Mohave was able to punch it in. See if Mingus can hold here.
They don't start the clock. 1:19 left to go, and they're waiting for the snap. There's the snap. Robazine with the run, and into the end zone. Touchdown. 2nd rushing touchdown by Robazine with 1:16 left to go in the first half. The Mohave Thunderbirds working on a short field cut the lead to 21-13.
Yeah, and all of this set up by the great kickoff return from Nathan Perry, making a few Mingus Marauders miss, able to bring it out to the Mingus 40, and a couple runs play, a big pass play there, 14-yard pass play during that drive to keep it alive, and the extra point is up, and it's short, so it's blocked, and so that leaves the score 13 Mohave, Mingus 21 with 1 minute 16 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Try to figure out who made that block. I think it might have been Streck out there making the block. There's still some talking out there, but 21-13. We'll take a break. Come back for kickoff coming up after this.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
All right, back here at 25 seconds left to go on the clock. Interesting, there was 1:16 left to go on the clock when they scored the touchdown. And so they took time off the clock. I was wondering whether or not they left too much time on the clock for Mingus. Now, of course, You got Nelson back. Nelson is dangerous for any kind of return, and they're going to just kick it straight out of bounds. Not even attempted. And so Mingus will take over at probably their 35-yard line, or if it went out of bounds, a little bit further along. Now, Zabala can certainly put the ball up. There's no doubt about that. Mingus, with a couple of short passes, good time management, could do something with just 25 seconds.
Yeah, never want to give Zabala that any time because he's got an arm. He can throw it down the field, and he's got some guys who can receive it. So, you know, I guess that's the right decision. They're not giving Nelson or Chaz or anybody a chance to return it because anytime they get the ball in their hands, they can be deadly. So we'll see what Coach Ortiz decides to go with here.
They're going to mark it right at the 35-yard line. Mingus comes out with Jimenez, Bessler, and Taylor on the near side. Mestis on the far side all by himself. Everybody checks their list. And Nelson in the backfield. One safety. Back for Mohave. There's a snap. Quarterback comes to the near side, looking to throw. Throws downfield, overthrows it. Picked off by Salazar. Salazar coming to the near side and drops in bounds inside the Mingus Marauder territory down to about the 42-yard line. Zabala just overthrew Taylor downfield.
Yeah, had Taylor open right about midfield there. Just sailed the football over him, and they're able to intercept the pass there. A much-needed forced turnover there from this Mohave defense. Not much time left here with 12 seconds. You know, I don't know if Mohave has a big pass play here in a situation like this, or I wonder if they're happy with this score going into halftime, see if they just keep it on the ground.
8-point lead for the Mingus Marauders. It was 8-6 last year at halftime, so still a one-score game, but nonetheless a little bit different. As they do set up two receivers on the far side, one in the backfield. Moore comes about, looks to the right, and looks to run and will get tackled at about the 45-yard line. A sack out there as Hayden gets up with part of the sack, but Salazar comes out. He is a little bit hurt as he came out to block and hit somebody. And it will be 3 seconds left as they stop the clock out on the field, but Salazar, a huge piece to this Mohave squad. If he is hurt, that will be devastating for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and that looked like Salazar was coming out to block, and Machado kind of went low on him, took him out, and it happened right in front of the coach there for Mohave, and he's fired up, out there, wants to protect his player, so you can understand that.
Well, certainly so. He called a timeout, so he's got 3 seconds left, and he's still jawing out there with the referees, unhappy with well, what would you call that? It's not really a chop block when you're the one being blocked.
Yeah, Machado decided to take, you can't say. Can't say. We weren't out there, so we don't know what's going on. But these refs are getting a nice earful here.
Well, certainly so. Now he's got the White Hats' attention, and he is still jawing out there, Olvera, trying to protect his kids. And I don't blame him whatsoever with that. And now the White Hat's going to come over and chat with the group out on the field here. And now there's going to be a whole different conversation, trying to get the Mingus Marauders to back off. As
we got 3 seconds left.
We do. We have 3 seconds left to go in the half. Mingus leading 21-13 as they're having a conversation. Now, interesting though that they're having a conversation and letting the Mingus Marauders in on the conversation, and that's really interesting. Normally, if you're going to huddle up and you're going to talk amongst yourselves, you try to push the teams aside. Ball sits on the Mingus Marauder 45-yard line following the interception, and now they do have a personal foul against the Mingus Marauders, and they do call a late chop block. Interesting. And that's what I was wondering. Can you really chop block on when you're the one being blocked? Now, outside the tackle box, there's a whole conversation about that. Interesting enough, that was the first flag of the game.
How about that? That is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah, they used to have a show called Ripley's Believe It or Not. This would be episode 2.
Yeah, right. No, that's good for both teams there. I mean, you never want to see any personal fouls, but good for Mingus that because they've been racking up the penalties in these previous 6 games.
Well, Mingus goes to a prevent defense out there, 2 safeties back. And obviously, you got to imagine they're going to go to the air. Although, no doubts that Robazine can break something off at any particular moment, so you cannot not pay attention to that. But another conversation on the far side of the field as explanations are now given to the Mingus Marauder coaching staff out there.
Yeah. So.
Wow, lots of conversations. Now, if I could only lip read. I tried it once a couple of games ago, and people laughed at me.
I said we got to get our cameraman John down there. We got to get him a hot mic.
Right. That I would be afraid of. All right, so Mingus playing prevent, backing up, and you got Colby on the far side, Chaz Taylor. You got Machado back, and Matthew. And no, pardon me, that's Nelson, quarterback, fakes the handoff, puts it up, throws it up, and it is overthrown and tipped away. Could have been intercepted, but nonetheless, that's how the half will end. The Mingus Marauders will go into halftime with a 21-13 lead. One thing we just learned, though, Moore can throw the ball downfield. He launched that one almost 50 yards in the air downfield toward the back of the end zone. We'll return for our halftime, brought to you by Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram after this.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They're a dealer for you. Located on 89A in Cottonwood or online at mattsays.yes.com. Stick around for the first half recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now, let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Jackie Bessler and Carson Sandoval.
Well, we told you it was going to be a good one. It was a good one last year. At halftime, it was 8-6. Here for 2018, the Mingus Marauders leading the Thunderbirds here at Mohave by a score of 21-13. It has been back and forth action as we are into our Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime report. Jackie Bessler, Carson Sandoval, told you it was going to be exciting.
Yeah, all these Grand Canyon region games are going to be tough. You know, you kind of got a little extra energy when you play the guys in your own region there. Kind of get pumped up a little bit, and Mohave knows they had a chance to beat us last year, and you know, they had some success so far this year running the ball, especially. They've come out, run the ball great against Mingus, and we had some interesting things happen there at the end of the second quarter there, but you know, Mingus still leading by 8. You're always good when you can have the lead going into halftime. Now you just got to make your adjustments, come out and execute in the second half.
Especially on the road. We talked about it in pregame. The Mohave Thunderbirds have not won at home. The Mingus Marauders have not won this year on the road. So one of these teams is going to break the streak. Nonetheless, 9:07 left to go. First quarter action. Mingus gets Zabala finds a menace for a short little pass on the outside. Good blocking down to the sideline. It ends up as a 15-yard touchdown pass. Rodriguez got the extra point. Mingus led 7-0. 2:52 left to go. Still first quarter action. A two-yard run by Robazine, with the Silvestri extra point being good, and it was tied up 7-7. 13 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Not to be outdone, a 21-yard toss. Zabala over the top to Taylor in the corner, and the Rodriguez extra point was good. It was 14-7. 5:33 left to go. Second quarter action. Broken coverage, and Mestis finds himself wide open in the end zone and gets the 10-yard touchdown pass. And the extra point by Rodriguez was good. It was 21-7. And then another 2-yard run by Robazine made it 21-13. The extra point, Low, you had made mention the first Silvestri extra point was a line drive.
Yeah, low liner going about 100 miles an hour. And same thing for that one. Just didn't get it up high enough and hit the big pile in front. Unable to execute there, but still a one-score game if you factor in a 2-point conversion.
Well, certainly so, but that could loom large later in the game, no doubts about it. Oxendale, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram halftime report. They are also a proud sponsor of Bull Bash coming up for Fort Verde Days out at Cliff Castle Casino. That will be the 12th and 13th. In fact, Dodge Ram is a huge sponsor of rodeo, and of course, Oxendale flows right along with it and becomes a major sponsor of Bull Bash 2018 for Fort Verde Days coming up, which a couple of weeks from now, it'll be the same weekend as Bradshaw. Now, next week, Mingus has a bye week, which will be certainly interesting. A great time to heal up some of the boo-boos, right?
Yeah, especially heading into that big Grand Canyon region game against Bradshaw.
Oh, certainly so. Bradshaw started play here tonight 6-0. 6-0. So this will be a huge game for Bradshaw here in the Grand Canyon region, trying to keep that streak alive. And of course, the two mighty giants may clash coming up on the 12th of October. So we'll see what happens with that. Oxendale, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and a Ram halftime report with the band out on the field. The Mingus Marauders leading 21-13. And of course, at Oxendale, when you go there and you're talking about used cars, look for the envelope right on the dashboard. Inside that envelope, you're going to find all the information you need, all the info you need about the vehicle. What is it worth? They're going to show you the blue book. They're going to show you the history of the vehicle. They're going to show you what the vehicle like this is sold for in the area and around the area and beyond, so you know that you are going to get the best deal available. Oxendale or Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Ask for Travis Reed, and you're going to get your best deal at Oxendale. We'll take a break here and take us off the video here with the Mohave Thunderbird Band here in Bullhead City. We'll return for more of the halftime show after this.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Well, back here at Mohave High School, it is a good one. The Mingus Marauders up by a 21-13. About 8.5 minutes left to go here in halftime. The Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime report. And Carson, obviously, we got lots of other scores going on. What have we been able to pick up in the upper corner of the state?
Yeah, well, Bradshaw Mountain leading Flagstaff there. Got a home game. That's late in the second quarter. They're up 35-7 over Flag. And then we go over here to the Arcadia and Mesquite game, which is would be a big PowerPoint game for Mingus if Mesquite's able to pull that off. They're actually trailing and late in the second 7-8 against Arcadia. So we got a tight one right there. Again, Mingus is going to need some help here from some people they've played earlier in the year. Combs, who Mingus beat first game of the year, is actually leading Dysart 21-7. So Combs looking for their second win in a row. Could be huge for Mingus coming into standings.
Well, certainly so. We talked about it in the pregame report, the Vinny's pregame report, how Mingus had come into the state rankings, the official AIA state rankings, number 17. So, you're 6 games into the season and you're on the bubble at 4-2, nonetheless. At 4-2, nonetheless, you're on the bubble, which is amazing. You got 2 other Grand Canyon region teams ranked above you, number 7 Coconino and number 2 Bradshaw. So that is certainly interesting. So Mingus, obviously, you're 4-2 and yet you're already playing from behind, so to speak.
Yeah, that just shows there's a lot of good football out there in the valley and in the state of Arizona. Teams are tough. Wins are hard to come by, so whenever you got an opportunity, you got to take advantage of it, and you got to play all 4 quarters because you never know what can happen.
Well, certainly so, but it also says something about the Grand Canyon region. Grand Canyon region now has 4 teams ranked by the AIA in the top 20, as Prescott is number 20.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, PowerPoints, who you played and what their record ends up at the end of the season makes a huge difference. So with Mesquite rolling the way they have, winning 3 in a row, huge turnaround. They were 0-3 to start the season, and we gave them their 3rd loss.
Yeah, this Grand Canyon region's tough. Mingus has been kicking everyone's butt for a while here in this region. Teams are starting to take notice of that, and they're saying, hey, you know what? We got some football players too. We can make some noise here in this region. And they want to come out. They want to show people. This region is for real. They got real players. They got real talent, real coaching. And so the Marauders for this year, for the years to come, it's going to be tough for them.
Well, certainly so, and it's all homegrown talent.
Yep.
Which, makes a huge difference. That's one thing I love about the Grand Canyon region is just the homegrown talent all the way across the board, all the different teams. In fact, Mingus needed some help last year with a win by Prescott over Bradshaw, the last game of the season, to help Mingus get into the playoffs as the Grand Canyon region champion.
Yeah.
Which was that was the tiebreaker that Mingus needed, which was absolutely huge. So, obviously, a lot of things can happen as we roll along. Let's take a look at some of the halftime stats as we Antoine Zabala is 6'4" so far with 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception here in the first half, which is not too bad. 3 touchdowns is fantastic. We're going to take a break here. We're going to come up with the rest of the stats here for halftime as the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime report continues after this.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Back here at Mohave High School, home of the Thunderbirds on Thunderstruck Drive, Bullhead City, Arizona. Hey, let's take a look at some of the first half stats. We started before the break. Antoine Zabala, 6 for 9, 60 yards. He needs 196 yards in the air to break the record. He's got 3 touchdowns, 1 interception right at the end of the first half, which set up the last drive, which kind of ran out of time with a deep pass attempt out there for the Thunderbirds. On the ground, Nelson has broken his 2017 rushing record as he has got 11 carries, 73 yards. So he now has a little better than 1,115 yards on the season. He had 1,075 through 11 games of 2017. He's done it in 6.5, 5.5, actually 5.5 games out here today. Catching the ball out there, the number 1 receiver for the Mingus Marauders, although Chaz Taylor has another touchdown reception of 21 yards. Jimenez has 4 receptions for 29 yards out there, including his first touchdown of his senior year. As we take a look at the home Thunderbirds, Brent Moore is 1 for 2. He's got 14 yards, but it's been on the ground. He's only had 1 reception or 1 completed pass out there. It was for a third down attempt, which led to a touchdown, by the way. As on the ground, Moore has got 7 carries, 15 yards. He's been sacked once by Machado out there. Robazine out there has touched the ball 16 times, 16 carries, 64 yards, 2 touchdowns, both of them 2-yard variety out there here in the first half. We'll take our final break of the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime report. We'll return to Bullhead City after this.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps. And let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
This has been the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Halftime Report. They're a dealer for you, located on 89A in Cottonwood or online at mattsays.yes.com. We'll return for exciting Mingus Marauder football second half action on KYBC 96.3 FM, online at myradioplace.com, or Verde Valley TV Cable 1, Channel 56, Suddenlink Channel 2.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Well, we're getting ready for kickoff here in Mohave, and want to remind everybody that coming up tomorrow is Verde River Day at Dead Horse State Park, and well, Brian James from the Q will be out there as well, do some remotes and enjoy all the festivities. In fact, they've got the free fishing clinic from 8 until noon. You don't need a pole or bait or anything. They supply it all to you. They've stocked the lagoon out there at Dead Horse. And, of course, you can do the tours and you can look at the animals, and there'll be bird tours and rock climbing and music and food and all sorts of stuff as Verde River Days gets underway tomorrow at Dead Horse State Ranch Park. So it'll be a fantastic day. And Harvest to Feed the Hungry comes up October 10th. October 10th at a Fry store near you, and we're going to be collecting in Cottonwood for the Old Town Mission one day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I'll tell you what, we have typically the community support has been phenomenal. You know, between Prescott Valley, Flagstaff, Cottonwood, tons of food in one day. One day. That's all about neighbors helping neighbors. I love that.
Yeah, always love to see that. Just one of the many great things about the Verde Valley.
Well, the Mingus Marauders got one man back, and that's going to be Nelson. Nelson is standing there impatiently at the 20-yard line, waiting for things to get underway. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard, and you can watch this game live on YouTube/Verde Valley TV. We want to thank Nick Yatsenko. He's got second half duties with the camera on the sideline down there, which is absolutely phenomenal. The Marauders leading 21-13 over the home Thunderbirds here at Mohave High School in Bullhead City, and they're going to pop this one short. It's going to be taken by Chaz Taylor, tries the other side, cuts it in, and runs into a would-be tackler and gets out to about the 32-yard line, so even a little bit better than kicking the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, you know, that's probably why they decided to kick it out last time. You figured they can't kick it too deep here, so keep them around the 35-yard line. They'll take that. A nice tackle there from Nathan Perry coming around from it. Looked like he had outside containment. Saw Chaz was going to take it to the middle of the field and just able to track him down there.
Well, we were talking about what Zabala needed for passing records. Nelson, by the way, is chasing a record of his own. Leighton Dickerson, 1,574 yards, a name of history past, a famous Mingus Marauder running back. There's the snap. They do give it off to Nelson. Nelson has a hole. Lead blockers. Cuts it inside, and he's off to the races. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 25, the 20, and caught at the 15. Yeah. How about that as he rips off 35, 43, 53 yards just like that. Leighton who, he says. Leighton who?
Nice run there from Nelson, able to get up the hole there. Finally able to get to that second level, and it shows off his speed, but credit to Deontay Bailey coming from the far cornerback position, not giving up on the play, had the angle pursuit on Nelson and able to dive and bring him down. So gives his defense another chance to try and stop this potent Mingus offense.
Well, just like that, he's over 100 yards, and they give it to him again. He goes off the left-hand side. Salagar gets a hold of the arm and does not let go. The pit bull from Mohave keeps it to a 1-yard gain, maybe no yard gain.
Yeah, nice to see him out here in the second half. We saw he took kind of that hit load late in the second quarter, which caused some controversy out there on the field, but he's out there and his leg seems to be doing all right, able to make a play on Nelson.
Certainly caused conversations at least, right?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. 2 receivers near side, 2 receivers far side for the Mingus Marauders. Actually, 2 receivers near side and a tight end as Nelson's in the backfield. 2nd down and 9 for the 14, and they do pitch it. Nelson gets to the outside, able to break a tackle. 15 inside, 5, 4, 3, 2, touchdown. as he goes 19 yards, 17 yards in for the touchdown. But that could be. Is there a flag out there?
Yeah, there is a flag, and it looks like it's going to be holding on Mingus, so they're going to march this one back. And Nelson was bouncing off people like a pinball out there.
He was indeed. We should nickname him Jukebox or Pinball Wizard. There we go.
Yeah.
Pinball Wizard. That should be his nickname.
Were you pretty good at pinball back in the day, Jackie?
Pinball?
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I spent way too much time with that. All right, so they're going to bring the ball back out past the 20. No, actually out to about, they set it down at about the 19-yard line, which literally puts it right back, if that's where the ball is spotted, right back where it was.
Yep, so we'll just redo it again.
So 2nd and 9 once again. So an official do-over. Mingus sets it up exactly the same way. There's the snap, and quarterback keeps it this time. Inside he goes amongst the big boys and takes a hit. He'll get a little, maybe one, down to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, so I thought maybe Zabala would give it up right there. It looked like Nelson had the outside edge there on the defense, but he decides to keep it, picks up a yard. Now this brings up a big 3rd down for Mingus offense here. With just over 10 minutes to go, Mingus still leading 21-13.
3rd quarter action it is. So obviously Mingus are up by 8. A field goal would certainly make a difference. Snap, Zabala throws, has a receiver coming back to it is the Mingus Marauders, and down inside of the 8-yard line is Taylor. Taylor gets the reception, and it's going to depend on where they spot it. It's hard to see from the far side of the field. They are going to call it a 1st down, so give him 10 yards on the reception out there.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch there from Zabala to Taylor then. It seems like whenever Zabala needs a pickup of a 1st down or a big touchdown, he looks to number 15, and Chaz usually comes up with a big play.
Well, certainly does. His 2nd reception, and that'll give the Marauders 1st and goal from about the 7-yard line. And knocking on the door, trying to extend the lead. So no more conversations about field goals, at least for the moment. They give it to Nelson. Nelson bounces off a one-man, falls forward out of a tackle inside the 5, down to about the 3. And he'll pick up about 3 yards on it. Maybe he's down to the 4.
Yeah, no, this would be a good job here for this Mingus offensive line to step up and fire off the ball here, push this D-line of the Thunderbirds back, and really show them that they mean business here in this 2nd half. I would think Coach Ortiz, well, I never know what Coach Ortiz is going to do. He likes to keep the defense guessing, so you never, what you think might be a run situation might not be.
All right, you've got Griffin and Griffin on the far side. They're going to run away from him. Inside goes Nelson to the goal line, and they call him down right at the goal line. So it's going to be 3rd and goal inside the 1. 8:34 left to go in the 3rd quarter, and big 3rd down play for Mingus now.
Yeah, I would just expect Zabala to take this himself or give it right back to Nelson and let him finish off the job.
Well, Nelson has really he's been the workhorse of the drive.
Yes.
And so I would not be surprised if they give it to him, give him an opportunity to put the exclamation point on, but Zabala calls his own number, falls across the line, the arms go up, touchdown Mingus, so a 1-yard quarterback keeper for the Mingus Marauder senior quarterback, makes it 27-13.
Yeah, and they just go with the quick snap there. Kind of Zabala just talking to his guys, calling out a play, and then hustles up to the line, snaps it real quick, and dives over. Really not contested at all there. Picks up the easy score for Mingus.
So it's a 14-point game right now. Extra point would make it 15, which still could make it a 2-score lead for the Mingus Marauders. Rodriguez has been perfect so far. Zabala, the holder, the snap, the kick is up, and it is beautiful right down the middle between the poles. 8:07 left to go. Mingus on top now, 28-13. We're back after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community, and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet, just off Highway 260 next to Walmart, or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Punted.
No.
Back here at Mohave High School, we were just trying to figure it out. And Carson, I don't think Mingus has punted out here today at all. We've had one interception.
Yep.
So we've had one drive actually ended. So Mingus has scored on 4 of 5 drives here today, which is rather impressive.
Yes, very impressive here. And so Rodriguez back to kick it off. We'll see what they decide to do here.
Well, the last time a run back made it very dangerous for the Mingus Marauders, and this time they just kick it out of bounds. I think he was trying to aim it toward that corner and got a little bit too much shank on it. So Mohave will start at the 35-yard line, but no run back to the Mingus Marauder side of the field.
No, look, teams are liking to start at the 35 here tonight. Not the worst place to start, not the best. So, you'll take it right there. And, we actually got a Grand Canyon region score here. Prescott is leading Cocoa 21-6 there at halftime. So when that game moves along, we'll continue to update you on the score. But, that's good for Mingus there since they've lost to Cocoa. And, Grand Canyon, as we talked about at the halftime, this Grand Canyon region, you don't know where it's going.
Oh, that's true. 2 losses for Cocoa gives Mingus an advantage, gives them a second life, a second hope. But they got to take care of business here at Mohave. They give the ball inside and right through the line, pick up about 4, maybe 3. And that is going to be number 4 carrying the ball, and that is going to be Arano. And they're going to give him about 3 on it. He's one of the captains out there. He's got 28 carries for 123 yards, 1 touchdown on the season. So we'll see if we get to see more of him out here tonight. Robazine to the near side. Areno on the far side. They give it to Robazine. Robazine is wrapped up, and Chun comes down. Actually, that's Gonzalez that comes down on the top of him, runs underneath him, and Gonzalez does stop. It does come down hard. However, it is a gain of about another 3, maybe 4. I'm going to call it 3. That'll bring up 3rd and 4 from the 42-yard line.
Yeah, there's some pads popping down there, Jackie. Just big hits, that ground and pound game. You're going to down in the trenches there. That's where the big boys play. They like to get dirty.
Yeah, I never played down there. Salazar, lead blocker in the backfield over the guard. There's the quarterback's going to keep it, pulls it. Mingus read it well. Fabian Jimenez with the tackle, and right there is going to be his teammate Machado.
Yeah, Jay just weren't fooled at all with the fake to Robazine, and nice job taking out the ankles there of the quarterback, and it looks like punt team's going to run out here. So a nice stop there from this Mingus defense.
Chaz Taylor's going to go back. Colby's going to be up front. However, do not be surprised. We have seen fake punts before this season.
Yeah, don't remind me. That one at Cocoa kind of really sealed that victory for them, if you ask me.
Zach Bennett with the fake punt. Hurt the Mingus Marauders up at Cocoa, but they are going to punt it. Oh, a high punt. It will be returnable from the 22-yard line. Taylor cuts to the outside, cuts up underneath. Good tackle, takes him down at about the 33-yard line. So Mingus, a 3-and-out stop, will get the ball back with 5:56 left to go in a 28-13 lead in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they Mingus, they gave up a score late in the 2nd quarter, which brought the lead to a 1-score game. Going into halftime, Mohave had a ton of momentum because they actually intercepted as a ball to pass, unable to score at the end of the first half. But again, for Mingus to come out and score in their first position, then get a 3-and-out, if you're Coach Ortiz, you can't ask for more than that.
No, certainly not. Mingus, tight formation for them. They do give it to Nelson. Nelson, left-hand side around the corner. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40. He cuts it back and caught midair at the 30 in the middle of a cut.
Yeah, that was kind of cool there. He's cutting back, and he meets the defender while they're mid-stride there, and he met Deontay Bailey once again. and able to make another touchdown saving tackle. So
they're going to mark him out of bounds, though, at the 46-yard line. How about that?
Oh.
But it's still going to be a 20-yard run out there for Nelson, who, by the way, very quietly and quickly went over 100 yards in the game. In fact, now, how about that? He's got 151 yards.
Just like that.
On 16 carries. Wow.
Couple carries, and boom, he's back up there.
Well, 2 carries is worth 73 yards. That makes a difference.
Yeah.
Menace in motion, and there goes Nelson again. He tries the middle, bounces off a man, keeps his feet. First down as he gets down to the 35-yard line. Another 12 yards on the carry for the Pinball Wizard.
Yeah, just good hard run in there from Nelson. Keep those legs churning, and those defenders, you know, as this game wears on, they're going to get tired of tackling Nelson. He's a hard runner, always has been, and, you know, not only that, but he'll make you miss too, and then you could look foolish out there.
Now every time he runs, I'm going to hear the bing, 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 bing.
Yeah. He's racking up the points.
Oh, yeah, he is. He is certainly racking up points and yards. He needs 37 yards to hit 200 yards in this one. 5:13 left to go, and a timeout for Mingus. Mingus is going to talk about the lineup and the setup. We'll return to Mohave High School, where Mingus leads in the third quarter, 28-13 over the Thunderbirds. We're back after this.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Back here at Mohave High School, as we want to thank Oxendale, one of our sponsors, mattsays.yes.com, mattsays.yes.com, as the Mingus Marauders constructing another drive. In fact, they've been constructing all sorts of drives out here today. Also want to thank Tiffany Construction. In fact, well, they can sponsor this constructed drive, and quarterback looks to throw. He's in trouble, and he's sacked. Caught from behind, Zabala pulled, looked for somewhere to go, and then had to take the sack as he was not able to get out of the grasp.
Yeah, nice job there from the defensive line of just continuing that pressure at Zabala, and that is a huge play for this Mohave defense. They needed that there. Mingus marching once again with Nelson. Looked like Zabala was trying to go deep there to Chaz, but the pressure was just too much, couldn't get the ball away, and takes a big sack, loses quite a bit of yards.
3 receivers to the near side. Nelson in the backfield. Mestis on the far side. There's the snap. Zabala rolls to the near side, looking to throw. Throws it, hit as he throws it. It's a receiver downfield. It's going to be Chaz Taylor for the touchdown. Wide open downfield, no flags on the field.
Yeah, and that was definitely a busted coverage there from that Mohave secondary. Just nobody around Chaz. Jackie, you might have been able to catch that and get in the end zone. And you know, your speed isn't what it used to be, but I have faith you would have been able to get in right there. But you know, with that being said, it was just another great pitch and catch there from Zabala to Chaz, and 4. Now, what was that, four passing touchdowns?
4 passing touchdowns by Zabala here tonight. As he goes over 100 yards, well over 100 yards passing here, most of it in the second half already. Rodriguez looking to stay perfect, and there's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. 28 extra points so far this year for the senior from Mingus Union High School. Now extending the lead 35-13, 4:22 left to go in the third quarter here at Mohave High School. We're back after this.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
hassle-free, guaranteed.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, how about that Mr. Sandoval? Chaz Taylor with the 42-yard touchdown reception passes another historic Mingus Marauder in receiving. Tell you about it in a moment. Rodriguez, the kickoff comes near side and goes out of bounds. Referee already had his flag out, waiting for it. How about that?
He knew what was going on.
So 629 receiving yards for Chaz Taylor. Any idea whom he may have passed?
Well, he passed me a long time ago, so it wasn't me.
Okay, so he's already passed. In this game, he's passed Quesada.
Yep.
Passed Quesada with 570 receiving yards. Last week, already passed Ortiz, Coach Ortiz.
Yep.
And had passed his receiving yard mark.
Passed Coach Fernando Anguianos.
Yeah, in week 1.
But how about Tim Austell?
Tim Austell indeed. The Mingus Marauder, 616 receiving yards, and Chaz Taylor jumps over the top of him. Mohave takes the ball at the 35-yard line. Robazine puts the head down and pulls his way forward. Is covered up at about the 39-yard line, a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, no, I think we've said that quite a bit here. First down run for 4 yards for Robazine seems to be, every time.
He is a machine. 18 carries, 72 yards, average, exactly 4 yards a carry.
Great average right there. That's what you want. I mean, keep moving this chains with 4-yard average.
You're going to live a long time in the NFL with that average, I'll tell you that. Quarterback looking to take the snap. They fake it to Robazine. He's looking to throw. He throws downfield. He's got a man wide open. Down the row on the right-hand side goes Vasquez. Perez Velasco with a 61-yard touchdown reception out of the backfield.
Wow, and pass a little bit underthrown there, and Velasco had to slow up for it, but once he got his hands on it, man, he hit the boosters there, and he was gone. Outran every secondary Mingus had right there, and I know Chaz was on the opposite side of the field, but he was running as fast as he could. We had all the guys out there chase him down, unable to catch up, and a much-needed touchdown there from Mohave. So Mingus goes down. Chaz has another big-time touchdown catch, and Mohave answers. The extra point up, and this one a little bit higher than last time. Looks good, is good, and that brings the score 20-35 with just over 3.5 minutes to go here in the third.
All right, well, Mingus will get the ball back. A 2-play drive from Mohave puts points on the board in the third quarter. We're back after this.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
61-yard pass play moored to Perez Velasco. The extra point by Silvestri is good. And now the kickoff short. Coming down to Streck. Streck has got it. He's going to try the right-hand side, and talk about a bull in a china shop. He'll take it up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, haven't seen much of Streck on the offensive side of the ball. We know what he does defensively, but we usually see a couple pass plays over the middle to him, maybe a screen set up to him on the outside and let him do some damage, but so far hasn't got his hands on the ball offensively.
You know what I love about that kid? You talk to him in practice, and he goes, I don't want to catch the ball. I don't want to run the ball. I want to block.
Yeah.
Now, how many high school kids are that unselfish? I mean, literally.
They're tough to find, and that's why we're Mingus lucky to have him on our side.
Well, what he's interested in is his tackle stats.
Yeah.
Okay. Leads the teams in tackle. 6 games in, he's got 68 tackles.
Yeah.
And the handoff goes near side. There goes Nelson. Nelson somehow off of 1 tackle, 2, 3, and he pushes the pile himself forward out to the 48-yard line. Holy cow, what an effort.
There you go, pinball machine once again, just bouncing off of tacklers, and he's so hard to get a good hit on because he's so elusive out there. But when you do get your hands on him, you got to be able to grab. That's why you got to be working those forearms. You know, you got to be able to wrap up.
He's already into a second jersey this season. No, seriously, that's how elusive he is. He's into a second jersey this season already. 2 receivers to the near side and a tight end. Nelson in the backfield. They'll run it. They'll run up underneath. A beautiful block. He's got a first down and a whole bunch more. Defensive end went out. A great block. Sets up another 7-yard run and a Mingus Marauder first down. And the guy on the near sideline in the yellow hat is really messing me up because I keep seeing yellow on the
looks
field.
Looks like a flag, yeah. It's just right at the perfect spot, too, where a flag would be thrown.
Right there on the sideline, right? And he keeps moving, so the flag keeps moving. Oh, my goodness gracious. So Mingus with first down in Mohave territory once again at the Mohave, the Thunderbird 36-yard line. 2:22 left to go in the third quarter. Mingus leading 35-20. Glad you're along with us for our live stream broadcast, and a flag comes out, and it's going to be a delay of game against the Mingus Marauders, and that is going to be the third penalty of the game, all 3 against Mingus, so 30 yards of penalties, so it's going to bring it first and 15. Mingus goes on their own side of the field now at the 49.
Yeah, and those first down penalties hurt because then you got to, I mean, that just makes picking that first down up that much more harder.
More harder indeed.
Difficult. Let's go difficult, huh?
Difficult?
Yeah, it makes it more difficult.
There's the snap. They're going to run to the near side once again. Ooh. Gets a block and, stood up and then bounced around. Hard to the ground goes Nelson. He earned all 3 of those yards.
Yeah, Mohave ready for that one. They were tired of Nelson eating them up on that play right there. But Coach Ortiz, credit to him, you're getting 10, 20, 15 yards a pop on that. You got to keep going to it. But Mohave finally catches on there, and now brings up second and long for Mingus.
Well, and Nelson cut it back up underneath. I saw a lot of green grass to the outside. If he kept that angle back to the outside, short side of the field, balls to the near hash mark. 2 receivers to the top, a tight end and a receiver to the near side. They fake it. They throw to Jimenez, and Jimenez has got it, cuts it back and inside. Should have kept running to the sideline. Had lots of open ground, but he does cut it back, and he makes it a manageable third down as he will pick up close to 10, probably 9, down to the 37-yard line of Mohave.
Yeah, so third and about a long 2 for Mingus here. I would think they'd use if they didn't get it here, they'd definitely go for it on fourth down, being where they're at, kind of a no man's land here. If you punt it, you don't got a lot of room to work with, and it's too far for a field goal.
Fabian Jimenez, 5 receptions. They give it to Nelson. Nelson, first down and more.
Ball's out.
Oh, ball is out. A fumble on the field out there, and it looks like. Oh, they're saying that he was down. The ball came out, but they're saying that he was down, and they're saying 4th down. So that could be lucky for the Mingus Marauders. Whew. The ball, it's 4th and short at the 36-yard line, and no doubts about it, Mingus is going to go for it. So no fumble on the play out there, and a 2-yard gain by Nelson, making it 4th and inches, and forward goes the Mingus Marauders. Zabala dives forward, and many of the Marauders calling first down, and they get the referees to agree with them. They'll mark the ball inside the 35 and move the chains for the Mingus Marauders, a new set of downs.
Yeah, Zabala, just doing what he does there, just taking matters into his own hands. I like that. Just, best way to get the first down, go forward. No sense in hiking the ball back to go forward.
Looking to throw, throws downfield, has Taylor open. Oh, off the fingertips, had to turn back around to the sideline for it, and it falls down. And out in the middle of the field, you've got Nelson walking gingerly on his right foot, and he's going to come off, kind of skip off and take a break out there. Yeah, so the Mingus Marauders will bring in another fullback.
Yeah, not what you want to see there.
No, definitely not what you want to see. And so Chris Matthey's going to come into the backfield. Haven't seen Matthey in the backfield so far this year. So another senior getting a try out there. 2nd and 10 from just inside the 35-yard line. And Mingus will line it up and switch sides with the tight end out there. 2 receivers to the near side. There's the snap. They do hand it off to Matthew. Matthew not able to get out of the tackle, but does fall forward. Gets a little push out there from Bessler, and he'll pick up 2. So 3rd and 8 now for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, nice job of Matthew there. You know, you get in first time, you're really running the ball in the backfield. Number one thing you want to do, secure the football. Make sure you get excited out there. You kind of get those arms get to swinging. Sometimes you can forget you're even carrying a football, and next thing you know, boop, ball's out. But got to keep that ball high and tight. He does that and picks up a nice little gain there, and that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So a little 4:48 coming up.
Certainly so. Mingus with a 2-score lead, 35-20 as we go into 4th quarter action at Mohave High School, Bullhead City, Arizona. We're back after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
All right, the Mingus Marauders will have the ball back at 3rd down and about 8 from the 33-yard line. Hey, by the way, happy anniversary year to Yavapai College, 50 years strong. By the way, 60th anniversary for Mingus Union High School this year, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
So Mingus and 8, well, 3rd and 8. Interesting.
Nelson still out. Matthew in the backfield once again.
Indeed it is. 2 receivers either side for the Mingus Marauders. Zabala looking to take the snap, looking to throw. He's got pressure, spins out, looking for somewhere to go, throws the ball downfield, has a man. It's Mestis, touchdown! A broken play that's straight out of the playbook of the Green Bay Packers, but a flag on the field.
And it looks everyone in the stands on the sideline pointing like this is against Mingus. So we'll see here. There was a late blitz coming in, and Zabala able to roll out away from it and gets a nice pass off to Mestis, who does make a nice play there. And I was unable to see who that hold was on the replay there, but it does look like it's against Mingus. So now this is going to bring up a 3rd and forever. But with the arm of Zabala and the skill guys for Mingus, this is definitely not out of reach.
Well, Mingus has been able to they have been able to get men in the backfield, no doubts about it. It's going to effectively be a 13-yard penalty.
So this was a personal foul, not a holding. Personal foul variety.
It was a personal foul because
actually the hold took back. All right, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, 3 yards in the backfield was the hold. So 3rd and 23 now for the Mingus Marauders at the 46-yard line. Zabala, right-hand side, looking for somewhere to go. Gets hit, still on his feet, throws the ball, gets it away, and it's tipped. He almost got it, but a flag late as they hit Zabala late. And that could be an unnecessary against a quarterback, a late hit on the quarterback. Yeah. That could be an automatic 1st down.
And I'm not sure how Zabala even got that football off. Jeez. Well, he had about 2 guys on him and able to get his throwing arm free and gets a good ball off, actually.
Well, you get to watch it again on, actually, this was the previous play that we got downfield, the touchdown that was called back on Verde Valley TV. And it is going to move that's going to be the first foul, by the way, on Mohave.
Yeah.
And they're going to move the ball 15 yards forward. And if I am correct, that's going to be a first down, an automatic first down it is. So it'll set the chains for the Mingus Marauders. So how about that? 3rd and 23 to a first down, and it only took one devastating hit on your quarterback. How about that?
Yeah, so glad Zabala is able to walk up after that play there. Had a few guys on him, and he got rid of it, and they just threw him to the turf.
Nelson back in the backfield. Not exactly. He's out at a wing now. 4 receivers to the right-hand side, 1 to the left-hand side. Zabala takes the snap, rolls, steps forward, throws, has a man outside, caught and knocked out of bounds. It's first down material, and trying to get a number out there. It's going to be Mestis with the catch, and it's going to be out of bounds inside the 20-yard line at about the 18.
Yeah, nice job there from Zabala, stepping up in the pocket, hitting the out route there right on the sideline. Zabala keeping both feet, or excuse me, Mestis keeping both feet in bounds and able to pick up a little something afterwards.
Well, you only need one, but yeah, he did. He turned it upfield and probably got another yard or 2 rack yards after the play. So 1st and 10 for Mingus at the 18-yard line. Once again, Nelson back in the backfield, and he comes to the near side. Zabala steps up, throws downfield, and it's going to be Streck. Streck stretches out toward the end zone. Touchdown! 18 yards for the tight end. Catches it in traffic and bowls his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and we were just talking before the Mingus, this possession, they got this drive going, how Streck hadn't been involved on offense, and Zabala finds him wide open in the middle of the field, and Streck realizes no one's around him, turns around and finds the end zone for a touchdown. Mingus goes back up 20-41 here as the extra point coming here, waiting for Rodriguez to mark off his steps.
Well, that was the first catch, and it was good for a touchdown from Streck. 5th passing touchdown for Zabala in this game. Hold is good. The kick is, no good. He pulled it to the left-hand side, so it's going to stay 41-20, a 21-point lead. The Mingus Marauders on top. 11:27 left to go in quarter number 4 here in Bullhead City. We'll return for more high school football after this.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
Prescott, I come to it.
Back here at Mohave High School, the Marauders leading 41-20. Other Grand Canyon region action includes.
Yeah, Prescott still ahead of Cocoa in the 3rd quarter, leading 28-6. So it looks like they have that one in hand. But again, you never know. We've seen stranger things happen in games. But as of right now, Prescott with a commanding lead over Coconino.
Rodriguez pops that one up in the air, right down to about the 30-yard line. We've seen Mingus cover that one a couple of times, but it goes out of bounds this time. You know, on natural grass, it bounces out. But on the turf, he's got that 9-iron spin on it, you know?
You practice on that. You kind of get a feel for where you can land it and what that ball's going to do on it. But out here, as you said, too, this grass is long. Who knows where that football's going?
They're actually going to mark it past the 35, so apparently it went out of bounds just past the 35. So that's where the Mohave Thunderbirds will take over. Brett Moore in the backfield. And he's got a full backfield once again, a wing this time. And there's the snap. They hand it off to Robesine. Robesine bounces off a would-be tackler and on his way. The ball is out. And he's able to recover it. How about that?
Like he's dribbling a basketball out there. It just takes one bounce and pops right back up. I mean, how often do you see that? I mean, you don't get that lucky out there on the football field. Just very fortunate that Mohave didn't cough it up there.
Well, it gets 15 yards on the carry and the 3 extra yards on the fumble Ruski as he slides forward, gives his squad a first down at the Mingus Marauder 45-yard lines, and Robesing now has 90 rushing yards in the game. There's the snap. They will hand it off. Robesing again, this time piled up, and he'll gain about 4 and bring it inside down to about the Mingus Marauder 39-yard line.
Yeah, and so Mohave in desperate need of a score here. You don't want to give the ball back to Mingus, and another score from Mingus really puts this one out of reach.
Well, not only that, but the time becomes a factor.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to run the ball, you better get up to the line a lot quicker because we're approaching 10.5 minutes left to go, and you're down by 3 scores if you are Mohave. 3 men in the backfield once again for quarterback Moore. Looking to take the snap. He takes the snap, looking to throw. He throws, man wide open, catches it, and then falls down. And that's going to be number 15 with the catch.
Yeah, Christian Bay.
Christian Bay picks up picks up 22 on the reception downfield, and that tight end dump once again to their leading receiver works, although it's been the Perez Velasco show receiving out there today.
Yeah, the big-time catch there. Looked like it could have been overthrown a bit, but great hands there from Bay, able to bring it in and keep those chains moving for this Thunderbird offense as they're threatening once again.
Mingus sold out on the run, got burned by the pass. There's the snap, and this time they hand it off. Robazane picks up a standard 3 or 4 on first down inside the Mingus Marauder 20 down to the 18.
Yeah, that Robazane, he actually reminds me a little bit of how Layton used to run it, you know, kind of the straight up and down, but so quick, you know, you could never you think, oh, I'm going to get a good hit on this guy, but just too quick, you know, too fast, too elusive, able to make everybody miss, just real smooth running the ball.
No kidding. Well, Layton Dickerson was smoother than water flowing downhill. He really was.
Yeah, he was.
All right, 2 men in the backfield again. They will hand it off. Perez Velasco gets turned back and denied. Mingus hits him for a short gain. It's going to be Hayden out there as well as Streck.
Yeah, Streck again all over the place on the defensive side of the ball. But this Mingus defense now, he needs to come up with a stop, really get this ball back to their offense, who's really found a groove here in the second half.
2 yards on the carry, 3rd and maybe 5 out there from the Mingus Marauder 16-yard line. Full backfield once again. Quarterback takes the snap and a late handoff and a big hit by Streck, who just laid him down. And we've got a Thunderbird on the ground taking his time getting back up. And I don't believe that. I don't think that is not Perez Velasco. That was one of his blockers out in front of him. But no gain, actually a short loss on the game. Maybe he lost one. 4th and 6 as we take a timeout on the field out there as we have a injured Thunderbird having trouble getting up off the ground. Trying to find out a number out there for you. However, the medical people out there are standing right in my vision.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they do get him up. They do get him up. Number 52. 52 getting up off the ground, and that's going to be Edgar. Stephen Mathis, their starting guard and nose guard. Not a number you can lose out there. Well, we're going to go ahead and keep it here as we're going to have a 4th and a long 5, maybe 4th and 6. The ball sitting precariously at the Mingus Marauder 17-yard line.
We got Mohave discussing it here in the huddle. Big 4th down play for them. This is really the game here for the Mohave Thunderbirds. They're had success in the air the last couple drives. I wonder if they'll, maybe do a little play action here. Mingus has been biting on every single run play. So we'll see if Mohave decides to go to the air.
Brent Moore averaging 24.25 yards per attempt. He's 3 for 4, 97 yards out there and 1 touchdown.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's not bad for a quarterback rating. Not a big sample size, but not bad for a quarterback rating. A setup differently with a wing out there now, offset. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get caught. Mingus is able to deny it. Streck is involved. Fanning is involved. I'm not sure I'm going to get all the numbers out there for the Mingus Marauders, but there's white jerseys everywhere, and Mingus will get the ball back on downs inside their own red zone.
Yeah, interesting play call there from the Thunderbirds. Mingus really hasn't given up anything on that quarterback keeper there all night, and they decided to go with it. Maybe they saw something they liked there, but Mingus converging on the quarterback there, holding him, and now turnover on downs. And this Mingus offense now, who has been clicking here in the second half, gets the ball back in their hands.
Well, we have not seen Nelson run the ball since he limped off the field out there. And Zabala's in the backfield. Got Nelson back in the backfield. This is where you want to run the ball, run the clock, win the game. Mingus takes the snap. Zabala looks to throw, throws to the outside, and off of Bessler, out of bounds, had the ball back shoulder right at about the 20-yard line.
And here we go with we got bringing up 2nd and 10 here. And Zabala calling out the plays, talking to the guys out there. We got let me see here. We got Chaz to the far side there, talking it over.
Bessler's going to move to the near side with Jimenez and Mestis. So we're going to do 3 receivers to the near side for the Mingus Marauders. 1 back in the backfield once again. Zabala looking to take the snap. He's going to throw, looks to throw, throws, and it's picked off. Intended for Taylor and picked off. Getting in the way out there is going to be one of the linebackers, and that's going to set up Mohave with a short field from the Mingus Marauder 24-25-yard line.
Yeah, something the Marauders definitely didn't want to do there, turn the ball over, and now that gives it back to Mohave right about where they had the turnover on downs. And now defense back out on the field after they're out there for quite a bit. So see if Mohave can take advantage of the turnover. Not what Mingus needed.
No, certainly not. So Mingus will now put the defense back out there once again. Another life for Mohave. 8:17 left to go in the game. They're down by 21. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off. Robozine tries to get the corner, runs into one of his own blockers, and taken down inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. He'll gain about 5 on first down. Had to battle for that one.
Yeah, the Chaz, again, in the backfield coming up from a safety position. Trying to dive around his ankles there. Robozine, tough to bring down single-handedly. Breaks that tackle, but Machado there to clean it up. And Robozine not able to reach the outside.
He had 169 yards on the Mingus Marauders last year. He's got 102 so far in this game. An offset backfield once again for the Mohave Thunderbirds. There's the snap. They will give it off to Robozine up the middle. Quarterback faked the keeper to the outside. Mingus stayed home and is able to cover it up. And a short game bringing up 3rd and about 3 from the Mingus Marauder 17-yard line.
Yeah, and just over 7 minutes to go here in the 4th. Mohave needs a score here. They're going to need a score and then onside kick if they want to stay in this ball game.
Offset, kind of an eye, if you will. You've got that fullback over the guard, and quarterback will keep it. Mingus sniffs it out, and Chaz Taylor, a textbook tackle with a sack out there, and a loss of 1, maybe a loss of 2 on the play, bringing up another 4th down once again.
Yeah, Jack, you had mentioned on the play before how the quarterback had faked it, act like he had kept the ball, and did a pretty good fake. Actually sold the fake up the field about 5 yards. Thought maybe they could catch Mingus sleeping there, and not the case. Chaz leading the way there. Beautiful tackle.
Well, Mingus stopped him on 4th down once again in the red zone. Another try for it. Quarterback keeps it, tries the opposite side. Coming off the block is going to be Machado with a huge tackle, and Mingus will get the ball back. No gain on the play, and Mingus stops it 3 and out once again inside their own red zone with 6:12 left to go in the game.
Kind of like an instant replay of what we saw the previous possession for Mohave there.
Except flipped.
Yeah, flipped to the other side. They try to go with another quarterback sneak and lose yards. Again, I'm really surprised they didn't go to the air on 3rd down or 4th down after the last 2 possessions. They really had success throwing it.
Well, Mingus will get 3 receivers to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side now. In fact, they spread out. Nelson once again, empty backfield. Zabala to the right-hand side looking to throw. puts it up, throws it downfield, and it's going to be Taylor. Taylor with the catch, and he's able to pick up good yardage past the 30, and then a flag comes out. It might have been a block down field where the flag comes out, but it's going to be a huge gain for Taylor and the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, and Chaz, nice job catching, coming back and making a play on it. Zabala is escaping the rush there outside the pocket, gets a nice ball off, and there is a flag on the play there.
Well, that's going to be 50 yards on the reception, and then they're going to back it off. And so 203 passing yards, 203 passing yards now for Zabala. And that breaks the school record. He needed 196. Antoine Zabala has taken over the Mingus Marauder school record for passing on that play right out there to Chaz Taylor, who with that 50 yards, I got to check his yardage as well. That 50 yards now puts him at 123 yards in the game. And precariously close. He came in with 56 yards. And there's the snap. I'll tell you after this play, Nelson with the run, and he'll lean forward. He'll get about 2, maybe 3 on the play. So Chaz Taylor now has beaten his 2017 record as he had 665 yards. And here so far today, 679 yards. So I told you this was going to be a game of records. We have seen a receiving record. We have seen a passing record, both beaten out here today at Bullhead City.
Yeah, just a record-breaking night here for this Mingus offense. I'm happy we're here to witness it.
Indeed, 2nd and 8, although 5:17 left to go in the game. Nelson tries to get to the outside. He's gobbled up for a short gain. Give him about 2 on the run out there. Good defensive stop. Coming up was the safety.
Yeah, and they've done a nice job containing Nelson here in this let's say the fourth quarter. Nelson came out and Coach Ortiz feeding him the ball early here, and now Mingus decided to go to the pass game, but now coming back to Nelson, and credit to that Mohave defense. They're stopping him.
All right, so Nelson in the backfield. Streck comes back into the game. 4 receivers, 3rd and about 5. Nelson switches sides. The defense jumps. They're showing blitz. And Zabala's going to stop back and call a timeout. Did not like the play with Mohave trying to bring about 14.
Yeah.
All right, 4.5 minutes, 4:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. Mingus with the ball leading 41-20 here in Bullhead City. We'll be back after this. Back here at Bullhead City, Mohave High School, home of the Thunderbirds. Mingus trying to go to 2-1 in the Grand Canyon region and 5-2 overall. Once again, we talked about at the beginning of the game on the bubble, number 17 in the AIA power rankings and polls. And any updates on scores, sir?
Yeah, it looks like Coco now cutting into that lead from Prescott, 28-16. So that's in the fourth quarter. We'll continue to keep you updated on that. But, Coco fighting back into that ball game.
Well, that team has got hard, I'll tell you that. We certainly learned that at Flagstaff, at Coconino High School. 3rd and about 5. They do give it to Nelson. Nelson, down quickly right at the line of scrimmage. Cut down, and it's going to bring up a 4th down now for the Mingus Marauders. And probably 4th and 5, but it does get the clock rolling for the Mingus Marauders. Ball sits at the 37-yard line of the Thunderbirds. Nelson, by the way, just a couple of yards short of a 200-yard game. He's got 185 yards on 23 carries. That is better than an 8-yard average.
I like that.
Mingus going for it. Punt? Never heard of the word. Mingus has not punted out here today. Zabala steps back, looks to throw, throws the screen. It's high. Mestis with the catch, and he'll back forward, but not enough. He'll gain maybe one on the play, but that's going to be a turnover on downs, as Mohave did a great job covering the screen out there, and we'll get the ball back with 3:39 left to go. But are they in too much of a hole, down by 21?
You know, they're definitely going to have to break out the passing game. The last 2 times they decided not to throw it. I mean, comes a point in time where, you know, you can't run the football every time. You got to put the ball in the air, got to try and make a play, because the more you run it, again, more clock's going to run out, and you're going to run out of time.
Mestis, 3 receptions, 25 yards out there. He's got 1 touchdown. Here come the Thunderbirds, and it's going to be handoff. Robazine to the outside. A flag comes out at about the 33-yard line. That's going to stop the clock with 3:34. Very likely going to back up the team in green.
Yeah, we got the white hat conversating with the line judge. We'll see what the call is.
That's a Southern term, conversating, right?
Yep. Conversate out there.
Well, if they leave the ball where it is, it could be 2nd and 9 from the 35-yard line, or they're going to take the penalty and back it up. I would imagine Mingus would look to back it up. And well, we will certainly see about that, though. So the Marauders have certainly done exceptionally well on the ground and in the air out here tonight. Looking at some of the Marauder stats so far, Zabala has got 18 attempts out there, 204 passing yards. Once again, sets the Mingus Marauder record. And holy cow, they're doing the penalty against Mingus. And it's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down, putting the ball at the Mohave 47-yard line. Question mark, question mark. What did you see?
You know, I thought maybe it was going to be a holding call. I was wrong. I didn't see what the ref saw out there, so you know, I can't talk on it though. So we'll have to check film on that, and I'm sure Coach Ortiz will address the team.
Well, Mingus got called on a chop block, even though they were on the defensive side of the ball. Pass play coming, quarterback lets the ball go. The receiver's out of bounds, out of the sideline. Great job by Colby Fanning as he just guided him out of bounds, and then once you're out of bounds, you can't catch the ball.
Yeah, that was Anthony Ariano running down the sideline there, and didn't make a play to come back, and now we got a flag, and this looks like it's probably going to be unsportsmanlike on Mingus. I bet this is going to be on Fanning or excuse me, I'm sorry, Thunderbirds. I thought they were going to call unsportsmanlike on Thunderbirds. I thought they were going to call Fanning for celebrating with his teammate right here for the incomplete pass, but it's going to go against the Thunderbirds. Maybe of the verbal kind. I'm not sure. I didn't see what happened on that one either.
Speculation abounds. Well, that's going to bring up a 2nd and 25 now as the ball is marched back to the 32-yard line. So 3:28 left to go, and the Thunderbirds digging a hole here, down by 21, and that big penalty takes them backward. You got to imagine that they're going to be in a passing down here, and the quarterback's going to keep it and run, and will get sideswiped. Griffin is in there, Hayden is in there, Streck is in there. 3 white jersey comes in, and he looked like a vehicle in an accident getting sideswiped.
Yeah, able to step up after that though, and he's going to be able to, play for this 3rd down. He's taking some big hits, especially these last 3 possessions. They're really working that quarterback keeper there, just following the blocks. It hasn't been working for him though.
He actually loses 3 yards on the play, so it's going to end up as a sack. And now another conversation out there on the field as the referee's extending the game out here. 2:42 left to go on the clock. 3rd down and now 28. And two backs in the backfield. Standard formation out here for Mohave. One receiver to the far side. Quarterback takes the snap. They hand it off to Robazine. Robazine picks up a chunk. Not enough, though. He'll pick up 7, and it's going to be 4th and about 20. 4th and 21 from the 36-yard line. So they're going to bring out a different formation, huh?
Yeah,
Now,
it looks like they are going to decide to punt it here.
What point would you? What's the point of punting at this point?
You know, I would think you'd want to at least just give yourselves one more opportunity deep. Throw it deep. You know, try and a deep pass to Bay or to Velasco, who's had some success.
Or it's a fake punt. And there's the snap. No, it's not a fake. They do kick it, and they try to kick it away for Taylor, but Taylor gets the hop. He's got a blocker in front of him. Down the sideline he goes. There goes Taylor. Taylor cuts it back, and runs into a blocker. They call him out of bounds somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious. What a run back. A phenomenal return for the Mingus Marauders senior, as he will pad some stats and get about 52 on the return. Takes the ball, depends on where they mark it. It should be somewhere around the 30-yard line, but they're discussing where they're going to place the ball.
Yeah, flag out, and refs again conversating about the call here.
Well, they're marking. Well, they're marking the chains. They're marking the chains at the 37-yard line. Still showing 4th down, and can't imagine what that's going to work. But Mingus, obviously, a 21-point lead with 1:22 left to go. Not sure that you would even attempt to stop the clock at this particular point. Mingus looking to put their offense back out on the field. We were down to just seconds left to go in the first half without any penalties.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we've had an onslaught of penalties here late in the game.
Yeah, so, and still got a conversation going on. This is, especially this late in the game, it's a 21-point score with less than a minute and a half.
So let's see if we can figure out what they're saying. Okay, this is a flag. This is a yellow flag. You threw the flag. I didn't throw the flag. You threw the flag. Yeah, I know I threw the flag, he says. Are you sure that's my flag? Okay, I'll start backing up from here. So they're going to mark it off for the Mingus Marauders. Okay, they're going to call it a hold.
Personal foul.
Pardon me, personal foul, and make it a 15-yard. Oh, my gosh. That just hurt the up-downs.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did. 15 more up-downs. 83 penalty yards for the Mingus Marauders, and they're going to mark the line of scrimmage at the Mingus side of the field at the 47-yard line. So Mingus will take over right there and put their offense back out on the field. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. Now remember, we got a bye week next week. So when you tune in for Mingus Marauder football next week and it's not there, it's not because we have failed you. It's because there is no game.
No game.
Bye week. If you will recall, Mingus played in the middle of August, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And that means that they have to take a week off during the course of the game. Well, they don't have to. Some teams actually play 11. But Mingus, with their 10-game schedule, will take a week off, and it will be next Friday, which gives them 2 weeks to prepare for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, who seem to have taken control of their game over the Flagstaff Eagles.
Yeah, they're still up 35-7 on that game there late in the winding minutes there. So, again, a win for Bradshaw's going to be setting up coming off a win, and Mingus looks like they're going to be coming off a win here. So, going to be a big battle on senior night there at the Cave.
Oh, that's true. It'll be the final home game of the regular season for the Mingus Marauders. The only other chance for another home game would, of course, be in the first round of the playoffs, being positive and speculative. Mingus will take the snap, and they hand it off to Nelson. Nelson forward as he'll get 3 or 4 up the middle, close to the M. Now, a different colored M on this field. The Mingus M is a very dark, vivid red, and this M more of the Thunderbird yellow, although on the green it comes out a little more orange, or is that just my eyes?
Could be orange. I like the M. Nice M. Nice color. I do like the colors here. So, but straight M looks good. Whoever painted it did a nice job. And now they did a throw out here to Streck. He's on the outside, gets a block from Estes, and he's running down the sideline, and they're going to mark him out of bounds. Where are they marking? About the 34? Looks about the 34-yard line. And, Jackie, well, if I can, I'd like to give a shout-out here to the Mingus volleyball team. Good luck to them this weekend. They're playing in the Chandler Prep Volleyball Invitational over at the ASU Student Fitness Center.
All right, so the line of scrimmage was the 50-yard line, another 16 yards for Zabala. He's got 2:20 in the game, second catch out there for Streck in the game. Both of them coming in the second half, and Mingus with 44 seconds, still lined up to play football. And there's the snap, and quarterback throws it, goes to the outside, and it's going to be Streck. Streck down the sideline, skips inside of one, and then out of bounds as he is down inside the 20, down to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, so Mingus continuing to pass here. You know, think maybe they might decide to run out the clock here. Doesn't look like Mohave is wanting to use any of the timeouts. You know, the game in hand here. Mingus up by 3 scores and just under 30 seconds left to go. Zabala getting the play call from Coach Ortiz on the sideline.
All right, just inside the 15, down to about the 14-yard line, and Mingus will line up to run another play with 29 seconds left to go, leading 41-20. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Nelson still in the backfield. And looking for the snap, there it is. Quarterback fakes and then is hit hard and down on the field, and the ball is fumbled and is picked up by Mohave, and still running downfield. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. However, more importantly is the big hit on Zabala. He stays out there on the field, but holy cow, did he take a shot.
And, you know, that right there is kind of when you would think Mingus would just take a knee and, you know, so they don't get a big hit on Zabala like that, because he just took a shot to the helmet right there. And the last thing we need is for him to get injured. And we're out here throwing up by 3 scores with 23 seconds left. You know, if I'm Mingus here, you know, just hit the knee. Get out of here without getting anybody else hurt.
Well, they call it an incomplete pass because they're putting the ball back at the original line of scrimmage, and now a flag comes out, probably either a coach or a player, and the coaches are not happy with this ref crew out here as flags do fly, and that one's going to be a personal foul with 23 seconds left to go, and the coach is bringing his squad to the sideline. And he's bringing his entire crew to the sideline. Zabala appeared to be in the motion of throwing. Whether or not the ball had come forward or not, it was certainly knocked backward when he was hit. And I tell you, that was a vicious hit. And when your arm's up in the air like that, you are extremely vulnerable.
Yeah, Jackie, it was a vicious hit with 23 seconds left. Mingus is back passing. 23 seconds left, up by 3 scores. That would have been a good way for Zabala to get knocked out for the rest of the year. Again, I don't know why we're not taking a knee.
Well, the ball's going to still sit at the 14-yard line until they assess a penalty. And it looks like Mohave is putting their defense back on the field. I wasn't sure if Coach Orvala was going to bring his defense back on the field at all.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He's pretty upset. You know, so, you know, but again, this last 2 minutes here taken quite a while. Again, at the end of the first half, we had the same situation. Now we got the same thing going on here. So we got it's a sideline.
They call it a sideline warning? Interesting. Okay, so the flag is, so to speak, waved off, but it was thrown emphatically when it was thrown. And so, wow, 2nd and 10 from the Mohave 14-yard line, and Mingus lines up to go for more. Quarterback takes another shot, and a sack out there on Zabala as Mohave is number 78 comes through, and they are certainly encouraged to come hard out there. And the sack is made by Ricky Ramirez, defensive end. And that's going to bring 3rd and long, but they're going to let the clock run out, so it's going to end on a 10-yard sack out there. Mingus comes away with the victory at 41-20, but almost at a huge cost out there. Right here at the end of the game, the squads will line up to shake hands at the 50. So Mingus goes 2-1 in the Grand Canyon region and a 5-2 on the season so far. The Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing postgame show coming up right after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by at Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Welcome to the Postgame Report, brought to you by Gettles High Desert Mechanical, Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist, online at GettlesHDM.com. Stick around for the game recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Jackie Bessler and Carson Sandoval.
A big victory for the Mingus Marauders here tonight, 41-20 on the road against the Mohave Thunderbirds, the first road victory for the Mingus Marauders. So we talked about it. Mohave hadn't had a home victory, and the Mingus Marauders didn't have a road victory.
Nope.
Something had to change.
Yeah. And Mingus came out, they took care of business. They came out throwing the ball great, running the ball great. Very balanced attack tonight. The ball threw it to five touchdown passes to 5 different receivers. I mean, you don't see that very often. So he was on target tonight. He was throwing it great. Offensive line giving him good protection early on. And same with the running game. Nelson was finding holes. It was nice to have him back there getting back to his old ways. A great all-around performance here from Mingus.
Oh, certainly so. First half, touchdown passes to Jimenez, to Taylor, and Mestis for 21 points in the first half. Robazine had 2 rushing touchdowns, both 2-yard touchdowns in the first half, and a mixed extra point. It was 21-13 at halftime. Mingus got the ball first in the second half, and with 8:07 left to go in the third quarter, a 1-yard keeper by Zabala. The dive into the end zone. Rodriguez added the extra point, and Mingus took a lead of 35-13. Then with 3:36 left to go, a 61-yard pass as Moore finds Perez Velasco out of the backfield, just running this little wing route down the field and wide open.
Yeah.
Gets the touchdown pass. The extra point was good, and it was 35-20 at that point. Fourth quarter action, 11:27 left to go, an 18-yard pass. No, not pass. Bullet to Strack in the middle of the field, and he bowled himself into the end zone. The extra point was no good. Mingus led 41-20, and that would be the end of the scoring out there. A little back and forth action, and the referees got a little bit more involved here toward the end of the game and added a good half an hour to the bus trip home, right?
Yeah, that's already a long trip.
No, without a doubt. So Mingus gets their winning streak going again. Once again, 2 in a row over Grand Canyon region foes. 48-14 over Lee Williams at homecoming, and then turn around a 41-20 win on the road here at Mohave. Next week, no game, bye week, and then we match up with the Bradshaw Bears, who at this point appear to be 7-0 coming into, or at least finishing this week.
Yeah, they got a commanding lead over the Flagstaff Eagles, and I can't wait for that game, Jackie. That's going to be awesome. As we mentioned earlier, it's going to be senior night at Mingus, so those seniors are going to be pumped up. The atmosphere is going to be great.
Oh, certainly so. Well, the Mingus Marauders once again with a stat game, not only huge in stats, but stat record-breaking game. As we get into the Ghetto's post-game report, Ghetto's High Desert Mechanical, heating, cooling, and plumbing. Don't forget, cooler weather is just around the corner. Hey, do not get caught with your windows open.
Don't do it.
All of a sudden, you hit October, and all of a sudden, the outside temperature goes from the averages of 90s and somethings to 60s and somethings. And all of a sudden, you hit that heater, and it goes clunk, clunk.
Yeah, and then you're huddled around a couple candles.
That's only when the power's out, dude.
Sorry.
Right.
That's all I got.
Or you can't afford the bill. That happens too. Well, nonetheless, you can call Kettles, and they're going to take care of you. Make sure your heating is all taken care of. Take a look at your cooling system. Make sure that that's all ready for the summer season, because the third week of October, it hits 100 again, right?
Yeah,
isn't that how it goes?
Arizona weather.
Oh, no kidding. Nonetheless. All right, we're going to take a break in our post-game report. We've got individual stats. We've got record-breaking stats coming up after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at MattSaysYes.com.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back here in Bullhead City, home of the Thunderbirds, the Mingus Marauders victorious here tonight, 41-20. And the Mingus Marauders looking for a bye week and then a big matchup with the Bradshaw Bears. Taking a look at some stats here tonight. Quarterback, good quarterback rating for Moore out here tonight as he goes 3 for 5, 97 yards and a touchdown. Extremely effective. They don't throw the ball an awful lot, but he was able to really take advantage of when he did, and you know, they bite on Robazine, and when you've got Robazine in the backfield, it is easy to do. He ends up with 26 carries and 111 yards in the game, 2 touchdowns, both of them 24 carries, 111 yards in the game, 2 touchdowns, both of them 2-yard touchdowns. The leading receiver is Perez Velasco, 2 receptions out there for 75 yards, and was able to pick up a touchdown on one of them. Mingus Marauders here tonight break some records as Zabala breaks the passing record for the Mingus Marauders here today with 240 passing yards on the game, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in the game. Both of those, you know, didn't hurt Mingus too horribly bad. So that was the good part about the interceptions there. But breaks the passing yardage record for the Mingus Marauders. Not only that, but we break a receiving yardage record for the Mingus Marauders as Taylor here tonight picks up more receiving yards, another 123 yards on 4 receptions, including another touchdown. Came into tonight 32 receptions for 556 yards, needed to get to 665 yards to break his own record, able to best that with 679 yards receiving for 2018. So congratulations to both those two. Who do you like for players of the game?
Offensively, I'm going to have to go with Zabala. The way he was spreading it out, touchdowns to everybody. It was fun to watch. You know, we're going to need him next week against Bradshaw big time. We're going to need the same performance just like this.
Well, certainly.
Or
so.
2 weeks from now, sorry.
Yeah, no doubts about it. Also, Taylor, you have to do a co-player of the game out there for those two for record-breaking here in game number 7 of the 2018 season. And then you've got Nelson with another 189 yards on the ground. A tremendous performance as well as he breaks his 2017 record, going over 1,075 yards, well well over 1,100 yards. Still has a little ways to catch up with Leighton Dickerson with over 1,500 yards in a single season. So he'll have to catch up with that. Who do you like defensively?
I like Streck, man. He was out there making some big plays. He had some big hits, man. You could feel him up here. Again, I'm glad I'm not running the ball when he's on the defensive side.
Well, certainly so. Not all of them were at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. A couple of them were touchdown-saving tackles where he was catching it from behind.
Yeah, he's just a great athlete out there. Not to mention had a touchdown in on offense. He does it all.
Oh, certainly so. Special teams. Almost perfect out here tonight. Rodriguez gets up to 28 extra points on the season. I think he played fantastic. Taylor had a phenomenal punt return that almost went for a touchdown. Part of it called back on a penalty nonetheless late in the game.
Yeah, things like that happen out there. Again, we thought with the penalties we were going good. Didn't see any for a while, but then once they started going, they were coming, and it seemed like they lasted forever. Each one had a discussion for about 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
But Mingus got the win.
Penalties are like a virus. Once you catch it, they just keep coming back. Yeah. All right. Well, once again, we are off next week, a bye week, and then it's senior night back at Mingus Union High School. The Marauders and the Bradshaw Bears. We will return to the air, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Have a great night.
This has been the Post-Game Report, brought to you by Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist, online at GettlesHDM.com. We'll return next week for exciting Mingus Marauder football action on KYBC 96.3 FM, online at MyRadioPlace.com, or Verde Valley TV Cable 1 Channel 56, Suddenlink Channel 2.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.